It's Monday Night Lights, featuring live racing coverage and handicapping at Assiniboia Downs. Be sure to visit the player portal at asdowns.com for free racing programs, weekly special events, and links to other great information.
Good Monday evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Lights, hosted by Trust the Profits. I'm Jessica Tugwell, and I'm here tonight with Tim and Sean. And we've got a nice little card here tonight. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. This is a challenging little card. I like it. Very, very good.
It is. You got a couple of big favorites in here that I might be against. And the craziest thing of all tonight is that we're ending race 7 with a big stakes race.
Yes, love it.
Nice field in that one, too. I think we field a 9 in that race. Yep, 9 horses in that one. So
three scratches.
Three scratch, so it's down to 6.
Oh,
yeah.
That was me. Not
oh, don't worry about it.
Checking scratches. They're so infrequent at Assiniboia.
I know. And then to have 3 in one race is like, whoa.
Especially that race. I was really surprised.
Me too, for a stakes race.
Right, absolutely.
Mr. Automatic is in the house. Bobby D. Dennis here early.
Love to see it. Thanks, y'all, for coming in tonight and hanging out with us.
Yeah. Love to have y'all.
Grab my scratches real quick. No Kim's Texas Bling in race 6.
Yeah.
Lots of overweights.
That seems to be the case lately up there.
Yeah, they're having too many parties or something.
Must be the sale on hot dogs at the concession.
Yeah, right. You're not supposed to go up for happy hour. But it's a great thing. Got Letty's in the house, Carolina. They just had the second leg of their Triple Crown at Century Mile the other night. Neil's in the house. Marv.
Got a good crew coming in.
I love it.
Start out tonight.
Early 31 already.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Let me get my screen here so I can share.
You know what it is? They've seen that the profits are on a heater.
That's right. That's right.
Profits have been doing great. Profits have been profiting.
Exactly. That is what it's all about, right?
Tom's going $2 to win on the 4 in this first race.
Interesting.
Whitehall takes the first race off, mount or not.
Well, it's interesting. I looked at this race, and we'll definitely get into it. But I thought there's some speed that might get up with him going around that.
Yeah. The favorite looks to have some pace, but that 4 horse it's close. Who's quicker? I think.
Yeah,
might be the one, but the 4 could definitely press and kind of be a thorn in the side of the favorite who is
even
dropping
the 5,
down.
maybe. So
yeah, the 5 won't let him get away, which then could set up for a horse like the 3 potentially.
Right. And that way we'd be set up for a doozy.
Just not a daisy.
Right, exactly.
So which direction were you going in this race, Sean?
Me?
Yeah.
And obviously for stable dual purposes, I just played the 2 because it was but no. But honestly, in this race, I really couldn't use any. I thought the 1, the 4, and the 5 all show speed. And the rail does not bother me at all as much in the 7 furlong races as it does the 6 furlong races. That clearly shows.
Agreed.
But so I don't think he'll have a problem getting out, especially in a short field. You know what I'm saying? But I just think the 1, the 4, and the 5 could literally all be like trying to get position around that turn, running towards the lead, and it just be this is a tough race. So I couldn't really. I went with the 1 on top, and like if I had to pick somebody on top, because I think he's dropping in class, and I think he's going to be the tougher one of the 3. But I'm not like saying it with ultimate conviction. I was 154, but if wasn't crazy about the 2, but I think the 3. If the other 3 get brave and the 3's kind of in the right position, he might split them or something, So I thought this was an interesting race. What'd you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Tim?
You know, the thing about the 3 here, though, is that I went back and watched both of those last 2 races, and the 3 was well positioned in both of them and had no excuse to not finish better.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
With that being said, I'm just like my friend here, 1, 5, and 4. So that's not uncommon for both of us to be on the same horses. But yeah, I really think the 1 here is much the best, and I would like to find somebody different, but also like my friend Sean, I playing stable duel. I just took the 2.
Yeah, right. That's what I did. I'm just gonna let these 3
get the automatic points for 1,000.
Going with it.
Yeah,
just get the automatic points for 1,000.
Yep.
I'm right there with you guys. 1, 5, 4. I thought that the 1 I love a class dropper at Assiniboia. This horse is cutting tag in half and was running competitive races at that $10,000 level last time out, was beaten only a length, now drops in for 5. Just makes the most sense, even with the speed. Yeah. I think that of those 3, the 5 is the one who has the most potential to get that stalking trip.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be 1-4 early, and that the 5 is the horse that you would kind of look at to sit that pocket trip in 3rd and potentially pick up a little bit later in the race. And I mean, first off the claim for Tarango, 54% of 13 starters, getting from the Wendy Anderson barn that's been pretty cold this year at 7%, and into a barn that's winning at 42%. So I think that, if you're looking for value, it's the 5, but the 1 is the class here and could just take them gate to wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to the 4 and the 5 for me in that very last race, as I rewatched that one, that 6 furlong, Call the Cops did actually come back a little bit on Shirley Sherman in the stretch in that race. So I thought that was a pretty valiant effort, but it was at 6 furlongs, and Bronzewin was closing up pretty well. The thing about Bronzewin in that last race is that he got an absolute horrible break. And he used a little bit of horse early, and he was closing fairly well on that in the 6 furlong race last time out. So I think he's going to like this stretch out to 7 here. So that's why I like the 5 over the 4 here for second. Plus Tarango here right now, first off the claim, he's hitting at 54%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we got Marv, we got Tom, we got Carson's in the house.
We got John. Hi, John.
Yeah, we got Breeders' Cup at Turfway. We got
Legends
Frank Payne. We got Colin.
Everybody coming and hanging out. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you aren't already. Helps us out a ton.
There you go.
Gives us a little more reach so that we can hang out with more folks on these Monday night streams.
And I heard a rumor today in the Trust the Prophets communique that there might be some Kentucky Downs content coming out this week.
Yeah.
Races start this week. I know Carson's in the chat. Carson's got to be excited.
Yeah. She's stuck in traffic right now. So. But she says she likes the 4 in this race. So Carson likes the 4 in this race.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. But
would not talk you off.
Yeah. But I was looking at the overnights, right? 3 million, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. I'm like, good Lord. Yeah.
I'll tell you how much money is there is that Tyler is actually competing, for the riding title up at Saratoga. Yet he is definitely not going to win because he's leaving this week to go ride for all of his regulars at Kentucky Downs. And, with the purses down there, who can blame him?
I know exactly. Right. And he does well down there. So, exactly. So,
we've got a horse in this weekend, and we had to do a little bit of a jockey switch up just because a lot of the big names are heading down the Kentucky Downs, which makes a ton of sense with purse money that they've got on offer there. Such a fun track. One I definitely would love to get out to someday. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, yeah, the Kentucky Downs. Yeah. And what a brilliant place to put it. What a brilliant place to put it right near Nashville where nobody in Tennessee can bet. So, so it's conveniently on the last property right next to the Tennessee border.
Just pop one over the line.
Exactly.
Check out your OTB.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I had one of my best.
I got to go check out that new hotel there to where you can like stay there. And it was like, it's not like Sean's experience up at Woodbine, but you can literally like the pool, you can be at the pool and see the track.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Wonderful.
That is amazing right there.
That is a whole.
That
It's
is
going to be a
amazing.
hot one this week in Kentucky. We were in the 90s today, and we're going to be up about 100 for the rest of the week. So.
Ooh.
Wow.
It'll be warmer there than it is here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Woo.
A little bit of a heater.
Yeah.
Kind
Kind of like the Profits are going to go on tonight. Exactly.
Todd's in the house. Colin's very good at Kentucky Downs. There you go.
And what's everybody got here? Neil's going 5-1-4 try box. Bobby D is keying the 3 with the 4-5. Todd's keying the 1 in second with the 5-4-2. I like that. Try and see if you can get that second, that favorite in second. Actually, 4 taking over favoritism now.
I don't see that.
Yeah, no, this would be my third choice in this 5-horse field. So,
like I say, I specifically watched that race and didn't like at all the way the horse, even though it fought back a little bit. I was thinking that exact thing, that I don't think the horse wants 7 furlongs, even though it looks like 2 back. That race wasn't horrible, but
right. I usually, by the way, to anybody who talks about Kentucky Downs, right? Anyone who, it's very hard to figure that track out, right? So I'm usually around somewhere in the middle. I get frustrated halfway through this thing's impossible. I also have to take 10 Dramamine when I'm watching the camera going up and down.
Like you're in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, stop this ride. I want to get off. But it's
that was
amazing.
it, Carson. I couldn't think of the name of it. The
Spring Hill
Spring Sweets.
That is Carson's like home away.
I'm sure they have like a VIP suite for Carson there.
Yeah, absolutely. They do. They have the CB suite. It's called exactly. Yep, exactly. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, don't we have Run Carson Run going to Kentucky Downs?
Yeah, but she's not happy. She's put Joe up. They put Joel on it, not Dylan. So I'm like, oh, exactly. So.
So how are we making money in this first race? What's the game plan, guys?
What if the Exact is paying?
That's exactly what I was looking at, Sean. You read my mind. I'm pulling them up. So.
Yeah, because I think this is a fascinating kind of.
So 1.5 is the lowest right now, and for $2 you'll get back $10.30.
Okay. Yeah.
About 5 to 1.
Okay. So that's not great. Is there anybody we really like in the second? We could do like a double with just the 3 of them and then try to get one, or a double going, something like that. If we like someone really in the second,
I thought, I liked the favorite again in the second.
Yeah.
The dropper on the outside, Ice Storm. Yeah. Although I thought the 3 in there also made some sense. So
spoiler alert, I'm against the favorite in the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you like in there?
You just mentioned it. I love the 3 in that race.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. Probably we could do like a double with like the 3,
Yeah, we try.
And Sean, I'm looking at those right now, so that's exactly what I was looking at. So the 1-3 double pays $25.80 compared to the 5 paying $10.30.
Yeah. Let's take that then. Let's give that a shot. Try and take the favorite here and try and beat them in the next race.
Yeah.
Or do we want to try and throw in maybe the 5 here?
Well, I was going to say like 1, 4, 5, and then just one like with the 3, and then like that's $6, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that our play? Do we double?
What do you think, Tim?
I like it. I like it. And here's the thing: the 1 with the 3 is $26.90, but the 4 and the 5 are paying $56 and $44. So let's play them all.
Yeah.
So nice little $6 play to potentially get back a little something, because I don't think the Exactas here are worth playing in this first race. So
Yeah,
By the,
playing.
yeah. And by the way, Carson doesn't even go to the races. She just sits in the pool, and she has her own VIP lounge where they come over and bring like snacks and like grapes and like crackers and wine and and exactly and what in the pool and then they just have the races so she can see them still.
That's fantastic.
It's perfect. Yep.
Gotta love it.
Yep.
All right, so that's what we're looking at.
There we go.
Yeah, I like that. Yep. Yep. I like that.
I like it a lot.
Sounds good to me.
2 minutes to post.
Yeah, because I'm not against that 3. I just
No.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get over there. But I just thought the 5 was a potential play again. So
Yeah.
Sometimes you can find horses like that here.
I'm against one of the favorites in one of the races.
Mm-hmm.
Later, like into the 4th race, I think it is.
I'm against a couple, so I think I'm with you, Sean.
Yeah,
yes.
I love it.
Yes, I'm against the favorite in that race.
Yeah, I love a young horse in there.
Be interesting to see what how our thoughts line up.
Hey Keith, how are you?
What's up?
Oh, and on Sundays we watch football. That's right. Oh, that's right. Next week, yeah, NFL starts. Carson's Broncos. Tim, do you have a team, Tim, or do you?
Do not.
No, okay. Yeah, no, right, exactly. Jessica, do you have a Ravens?
Yeah, I'm a
Ravens versus the Chiefs first Thursday. Right away. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I'm excited for the Christmas game this year. We're going to be against the Texans, who are my boyfriend's team.
Oh,
we're trying to convince my sister and brother-in-law to come into Texas for Christmas, and we'll go to the game in Houston.
That's awesome, and the line is drawn. Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
We had some good time trash talking at the end of last season. So
Dennis, you can't be a Cardinals and a Saints fan. It doesn't work. Marv says, "Go Lions." Oh, poor Scott. Poor Scott. Dallas Cowboys.
Let me update our bankroll.
As Nick Hines always says on the air, he says, right? He says he wants all the Dallas Cowboys to be the people at his funeral so they can let him down one more time.
Love it.
We got the Browns, Butlers. We got Neil's got the Broncos. Carson loves the Broncos. Kyle Graves says, "Go Pack, go!" They're going to be a fun young team to watch. The Packers. Frank Payne says, "Go Bills." Yep. Carson, Broncos up.
Got a good assortment.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Dennis, you can love the Louisville Cardinals. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dan H says, "Go Birds." There you go. 0 minutes to post here.
All the way down to 3 to 5 on this one.
Yeah,
that's a little short.
Yeah, I think someone's going to be that's a little short for me. I think someone's going to be up with them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to play it at that price. So
yeah.
The doubles though, so the double 1.5 is the lowest, and that's 11.50. But that with that 3 is still hanging in at 23.20. So
that's nice. I like that. Yeah,
I think it's a good payout for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very fair.
But it's actually in the doubles. That's actually like the 4th lowest out of 5. So
wow.
in the next, so with the doubles with the 1, it's 5, 1, 4, and then 3, which surprises the heck out of me.
Yeah, it's
Matt Butler says, "Good luck all." The Gamecocks come to town. I would think that's in Lexington on 9/7, North Carolina. Oh, Tom, that's cool. Tom Halleck worked as a press box PA announcer for the Raiders when they played a preseason game there 5 years. That's pretty cool.
It's neat.
That's very cool, Tom. That's awesome.
Yeah, 3 to 5 is not win bet territory, Tom. That's for sure.
Yeah, Zach. Yeah. No.
I was just kind of eyeing up that 3-1 on the 5, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'll not
4 to 5 on Whitehall at 7 furlongs is a good number, but not that way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know who looks good on the track to me is actually the 3. I think looks really good and is the longest shot on the board at 11-1.
Yeah,
and that's the one I was kind of thinking if we have a total collapse. I feel like the 5 is a horse who sits the pocket trip in behind the 1 and the 4.
Yeah.
But if things get really crazy, then the 3 is the one who really is going to be the one capitalizing on that second time in the Shelley Brown barn.
Yeah,
Chase was a length and a half behind Bronze 1 and quite a bit behind, an extra 3/4 of a length behind Call the Cops last time out. So they're all coming out of the same race.
Right.
Dan thinks that the 3 can get the 7 furlongs. I agree.
2 third-place finishes and 3 tries at the distance. Yeah.
He can get it. It's post time. Let me bring our friend down here. We got our music.
Yeah, the thing about those thirds in the 7 furlongs was I looked at both of those. Both of those, he was backing into third place in both races.
Yeah.
Never closing into third, which I would like more.
Yeah, definitely. When you're trying to get the distance there.
The first one to go in.
As Dan says, I could also get 7 furlongs. It would just be much slower.
All right, loading up for the first at Assiniboia. Monday Night Lights. Trust the province.
Gotta love it. Good luck to everybody.
Call the Cops' turn. And the front gates are open for Bronze 1, who'll be the last to load.
So in this race, we got 40% of stables have the 1, 74 on the 2, Sean.
There you go.
Only one person has the 3 horse in here. 25% are on the 4 and 11% on the 5.
You know, special hello as always to our friends Darren Dunn and Sharon Gullias up there in Assiniboia. If they're watching, thank you as always for your signal. We so appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Bronze 1 is being an absolute brat, not wanting to get
exactly.
late.
Yeah,
not really what you want to see, and it's looks like it's setting the 4 off a little bit too.
We love Assiniboia, and if you didn't see it, check out Matthew DeSantis' post that he posted about the track stats that he typically does and put out. And Assiniboia right now is having the fairest track of any track they monitor.
Yep. Well, this is where if you have our bet right, the 5 is reluctant to go in, the 4 is and the 1 has been sitting for about 5 minutes. So if you have all the favorites right now, this is tough,
good for anybody.
This is a tough situation for all 5 horses right now.
Rashad playing mind games.
Yeah.
Right.
Good night, Alicia.
Thanks for coming here, Alicia. Appreciate it. Checking in. And this is unusual because these aren't 2-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? That these horses have been here before.
Right. This is his 23rd time in the gate.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's only his 23rd race.
Yeah.
Are we scratching this horse?
I think they did.
Honestly, probably for the best for everyone involved.
Yeah.
He was making it very clear he wanted no part of this.
They got to be backing them out now, right?
Yeah, they are. Wow.
The horses are now being unloaded from the starting gate.
Late scratch. Whoa.
As we do have a late scratch to report.
That is huge.
Scratch here in the first race.
All right.
All right. We get at least 20 points for our 2 in stable duel.
Yes. Way to go, John.
Now just take the 3, the 4, and the 1 out, and we'll be.
Sean, you, me, and 70% of the stables.
Right, exactly. Just take the other 3 out. We'll just have a 1-horse race. It'll just go around in a circle.
Late scratch here in the first.
All right.
Bronze
Love a delay to start the night. Get everybody out. Let them stretch their legs a little bit here.
Now watch this one be 1 to 9, 1 to 5 right now.
And automatically, by the way, we've already cashed.
Get our money back.
Double is a exactly. So we've already knocked out $2. You always hate to see that, though. You always hate to see that, but it's always for the right thing. They up there, they do what's best for the horses, which is so awesome.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna. The horse made it.
No,
it was very clear. He was not
going in. And they said no. That's it.
No.
Exactly. All right, give them a little lap. Let them stretch their legs, reset mentally, because now they're probably, at that point, it's kind of what they'll do. Just stand there.
Yeah.
At 2 to 5 goes in.
But they learn to relax in the gate, so they're not just all but you still want them to be ready to go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we'll reload here and let them go.
Now just waiting on call the cops.
Call the cops.
No money to be made here. We need our double.
Yeah.
And they're off. On the outside.
We're going for the lead. Okay.
Goes out and
I thought the one might be up there with him.
By 3 lengths. Lollipop.
He was sent.
Whoa. 1 forcing the 2 and the 3 wide.
Now 3 wide. Poseidon's Wave. And can you hear me now? Is the early trailer about 6 off the lead.
Come on, 26 and 3.
That's the opening quarter in 20.
Crawling.
Lollipop Kid comfortable in seconds, 4 lengths back.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the 4, this is
to the rail in third.
Dream trip.
Can you hear me now?
Nobody anywhere.
No. Our 2's getting bold here.
One is starting to make the move.
Yeah.
Antonio's like, I'm tired of waiting. See you later.
He knows what he has.
Call the cops all out.
Excuse me, sir. I'm coming by.
Just cruising on the outside and about to call the cops in the eye.
Come on, 2. Get bold. For the 1 for double. Yep.
Now goes on by.
Look at the 2 getting bold here.
Get up 2.
Get up 2.
This 1 is getting
spirited effort from third. A 16th of a mile.
Look at this.
He's gonna win.
Oh.
Get him.
Gets the win. $19.
Unbelievable. Sean, we didn't get 20 points.
We got 60 points.
You, me, and everybody else. But here's the thing, though, Sean. Here's what's good is that so many people took the 1.
Yeah.
Right, the 1 or the 5 in addition to the 2. And by just taking the 2, that was actually a much better play. But how about that?
He saves money. You can see there the horse's ears go up and he kind of gets a little look-see on the front end.
Yeah. That's sweet.
That was a great way to start the day. Again, these small fields are not always just chalk fests. Seems like more times than not, something weird happens.
I tried something really crazy tonight. It may not work, right, whatever. I have 5 horses in the last race. So
get that super high
at least
five.
At least I have 2 wins.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 0 in the last race.
Really?
Yes. That's funny.
Baby boy's asleep. Let's go. There you go.
That was crazy.
Matt's babies. There you go. Matt's ready to party. Carolina. Oh, look at Carolina Moon had a daily double 2-3 with 5. Great job there. Crazy things. That's why, again, as Jess and I said it last week, and Tim, we've said it multiple times. Just because you got a small field doesn't mean you can't win money at Assiniboia. Look at the longest shot just won.
2-1 pays $23.40.
Yep. Yeah, but I'm saying, but $2. But I'm saying, You can make money, but also doubles, pick threes, pick fives. You know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah, there's money to be made, even in a 4-horse field.
Yeah,
8-1 in a 4-horse field.
Yeah, the shortest double with the 2-horse winning is the 4-horse pays 63.90 and the 5 will pay 71.30. So
see, how can you beat that? You know, my dad so many times. I swear to God, this happened too. There's a short field that just put $2 in the longest shot, and so many times the horse will come in. It's amazing, you know.
That's Dan tried it. He just had the wrong long shot.
Yep. Yeah, I think the one had to use so much effort to get up to the 4. You know, like in those pace things, that maybe he just got a little tired down the stretch. You know.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it was like the horse was tired as much as the horse thought the job was done.
Yeah.
You saw his ears go up, and he kind of just meandered past when he took the lead.
Yeah, and he has shown a propensity. He's shown a propensity to stop. So you know. Let me shut him off there. Sorry. Great job, Stretch.
Good attempt, good ride, I think, by Bino on the 4.
Yeah.
Gave his horse the best chance he could have.
Yep. And what's great is that if you're Whitehall tried to make a winning move. You can't argue with him trying to make a winning move. You know, even if you had him, you know, he just didn't quite have enough for the, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
There you go.
Todd got the 20-cent try.
Number 2.
There we go. Look at that. $23 exacta. 20-cent try, $5.86 for 20 cents. That is not bad at all, you know.
In a 4-horse race.
In a 4-horse field, that come on, you know.
Exactly.
That's great. Keith,
Nearly $30 for $1. My mental math is mathing.
And open all day, every day from 10 a.m.
That one also kind of took the 2 and the 3 wide there on the first. I don't think it would have been, you know.
Yeah.
He definitely took them both kind of wide. So that it's even more impressive the 2 caught him. Yeah, that 4 is like an absolute, like he's the old man of war, run every week, you know. It's a short week and they don't have many weeks left, you know, so that, you know.
That was his 7th start this meet, call the cops.
Yeah. Darren, the president kind of like when I compared it, this is very much like a harness meet. You know what I'm saying? They run like almost like a harness schedule, you know.
Absolutely.
These horses, and they're in good shape. They don't, you know, they run, they finish every time, you know, which is a compliment to them, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, right here is when you start to get worried on the 1. You can see he's going vertical. He's up and down, and Whitehall's trying to get more out of him, but you can see his ears are still pricked right until about
here
when the horse comes up to him. Then he's like, oh, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? But by then, 2 had all the momentum late.
Yeah. Do I still the sound on? I still do. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I'm hearing music. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So we're only down $6. We took a flyer.
4.
You know?
4 because we had that scratch.
Oh, we're only down 4. That's right, because the 5 scratch. Yep, even better. See, so we're only down
Save
$4.
ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not going to let anybody get away at 8-1 in this next race.
No, exactly. Look at this: 2-1, 4-1, 3-1, 3-1, and 3-1.
Doesn't get more evenly matched.
Wow! Look at this.
And on paper, it looks pretty tight.
Yeah,
Sean, and I don't know about you in stable duel, but I just took the 2 again.
Me too. 2-2. Let's go. 2-2.
That is too funny.
Yeah, why not get your guaranteed points with a 50-1
for $500 in this one?
Yeah, exactly.
In the last race, that first place cost us a whole $1,000.
Yeah.
So Tim, you were on the 3 in this next one coming up.
I was. I mean, so looking at this race, the thing about the 5 here is that the last 2 times out, it looks like this 5 has kind of woken up here a little bit at a mile. But on the cutback to 7 furlongs, I just don't like the horse as much. I know that if you look at he doesn't have any running lines at 7 furlongs, but looking at his 6s and everything, I just think that the mile is where he wanted to be. But there was something else here that I was trying to look at it, but it just, even though the last one was an allowance race, when I looked at the speed figures and then I compared it to the 3 horse, I just think the 3 horse is faster. And at the 7 furlong distance, I just think that the 3 is the big thing for me was second start in the Delaron barn. That's what I wrote down. And the last race was not bad, just getting beat by Life's Adventure in the last race. And I just think Johnny Paycheck is live in this race, and look for, a big performance in this one. And then the one obviously is dropping down, has been running a allowance class in that optional claimer at a mile. Didn't like that as much, but that race kind of favored speed and backed up a little bit. And in the last sprint was closing again. I think 7's better than 6 for that one. So I think this is a horse that'll be closing late for Marvin Buffalo. And, but I do think that it's just, that horse is just a little bit below 3 and 5. So I had 3, 5, and 1.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, what about you in here?
Whoever's betting the 2 at 7-2, I'd really love to know their explanation. I haven't been stable duel, but I really want to know. I really want to know what the explanation is at 7-2. But yeah, this race, yeah, exactly. I mean, this is one of those races where I was like, I was on Tim's 3. I like the 3. I think he ran a very good, solid 58 buyer, which I think in this group makes him ultra competitive. I'm a little worried that he might get caught if the 2 does try to get brave a little bit, like around the 2 might be a nuisance to the 3 a little bit. That was my one kind of comment there, if he gets brave on the outside. But look at the 5. The 5 is the same way. They all, a lot of these horses all run in the lead, so I don't really know what so if you're looking at the one good thing about the 1 is that he's going to be sitting in the back of everybody. Right. There's 4 horses that love speed here, and I put the 1 as the only one who likes to close. So you have to think the 1's got the advantage, at least if everyone tries to go out for the lead. But I was 1, 5, and 1, 3, and 5. Yeah. But
one other thing that I was thinking about when I watched that last race for the 3 was he got out really slowly in the beginning. Yeah. And as a result of that, I wonder if maybe they decide to take him back a little bit because there's so much speed here.
There's so much speed. Yeah.
There's so much speed. I'm just wondering, do they decide to sit off of that a little bit and then make a run? So that'll be interesting. And I think that fits Stevenson a little better than being out front anyway. Sure.
Yeah. Racing Downwind. How are you? Good luck with your plays, my friend. Kenneth Schwartz.
Yeah, I'm on the same 3 horses as you guys. I was 5-3-1. I just like the class and the form on the 5, but point absolutely taken that really the speed figures on the 1 and the 3 are faster than those last 2 on buyer numbers for the 5.
Yeah.
But I liked the cutback a little bit as a horse that's shown some speed, but hasn't necessarily been very fast with the speed he's showing. 3 looks on his toes, happy in there.
I was about to say the same thing. He looks really good. I've been watching him in the paddock, and he looks really good.
Love that body language there on the 3.
Matt Butler's got a 1-4 cold exacta. Bobby D's got exacta box 1, 2, 3. Shucking the favorite. Interesting. They're chucking the favorite too. Look at that. 4-1-5 and 1-3-5. They're chucking the favorite too.
The 4.
Both Kurt and Stretcher chucking the favorite.
I mean, 4 is the one in the field with a win at the 7 furlong distance, and it was a nice win by 5 3/4 for the $5,000 level. Got beat 13 and a half lengths by Ratliff City Gallant Oak last time out, but had a pretty big excuse in there, reared up at the break. So,
Yeah.
And now cuts back another furlong. So that's a horse that I kind of overlooked just in favor of some of the others, mostly because of figures, but I would not, I could see it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. This is a race. I mean, I still don't. Yeah, I mean, who knows exactly? I don't know where our 2 gets like the speed. You know what I'm saying? But all but 1. You know what I'm saying? You know, in terms of. But you never know. Oh, the 3's feisty. Oh, I hope he's okay. I hope the jock's okay there. Oh, limping around a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the jockey there? Hope he's
Stevenson.
okay. Yes, yeah. Hope he's okay.
You know, the thing about this 4, Sean, I don't know if you remember, but Giant One is one that we've had on the lounge a couple of times last year at Woodbine. So Giant One ran quite a bit at Woodbine.
Yes, he did. Yep, absolutely.
Before coming into Assiniboia's.
Yeah.
Yeah, still love the body language on the 3, even with the rearing up being a little.
He's feisty. He's ready to go. He's happy. He's ready to go.
But
I still think he looks really good.
So. But reaching with his front legs really like almost reminds you, not as dramatic, but reminds you a little bit of that Zenyatta prance.
Yep.
Not quite as dramatic.
No, but very similar to that dance.
Kind of has that collection where he's trying to hold himself together, but you can see the energy there.
Whoever it was, I forget who it was on Twitter, absolutely just wins Olympic gold just for themselves. You know, like the dressage, like, and I don't know if you saw, like Snoop was dancing with they were doing like the thing, and he was dancing, right? Someone put a video of the winning horse like doing their dance, and then they put Zenyatta next to her, kind of doing her dance. It was like, it was so awesome.
Hey, Colin, I don't know what kind of show you think we're running here, but we're not going
to. Okay.
Colin wants to know if you can show us how Snoop danced.
Yeah, no, I can't. There's only one Snoop, Colin. There's only one Snoop. I do the singing, not the dancing.
Kyle said he ended up playing a $2 double all with the 3.
Oh, nice job, Kyle.
Well done.
Yeah. Let's get him home for you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So what do we do here now that that our attempt at that double is dead in the water here?
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Let's take a look at the horses. I still watch this 3 when he pops up here next. He's still
see how he's doing on the track. You know, that could
he looked really good when he was coming out.
Yeah. He looks nice and calm now.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just horses got energy and is ready to go.
Forward.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. 4. Giant One looks good. And how are you? This race will be a trifecta box 3, 4, 5. Danny Witchen's got the exacta box 3, 4, and Matty Butler 1, 4 with 2, 5 double. 5 looks good. The gray.
Yeah, I'm liking the 3 more just with the appearance on the track. Although the 1 also just physically reminds me a lot of Sire Connect. Just the roundness to him.
What does 1, 3, 5 pay? Is that are the exactas too low? I'm just trying to see what's the low exacta.
The lowest is a 5-1 at $13.50.
Okay,
and
so it's not worth it. Okay, gotcha.
And then right after that is the 5-1, then the 3-1 and the 1-3 are both paying $16.60. So that would be your next. So
okay.
My thought process was kind of like an exacta key box of the 3. Key the 3 with the 1 and the 5, and maybe we get the 5 out of there and we get the 3-1.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a very solid bet. Yeah,
yep, that's exactly the thought I had. So I'm all about that. Do we do it for 2? Do we do it?
Yeah, do it for a couple bucks.
No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. So Dennis is so against the 5, so I say we do a $10 now that Dennis is now virtually helped us. No, no, they kidding.
You know, I can see the 5 not being in the top 2, and
Yeah,
that's why I like.
me too.
I
agree.
You know,
I agree with you.
Up with that bet, but if we can get the 1-3 home, I think.
Yeah, I agree with Dennis. The 5 could be out. Yep, and you. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right.
But I do really like the 3 here. I like the 3 before we saw the 3, and the 3 just looks really good, like he's just ready to run.
Yeah, Dalrymple has really, the last couple of weeks, really been winning some nice races.
He has. I am just the thing about this 2. I took the 2 in Stable Duel, but the 2 is just definitely over his head here. So
Yeah, this is a big class jump for him.
Yeah. That race last time at 5,000 claimer, that was a different field than this one. And you can see 2 back, that horse went against 3 of these, or two of these, and finished next to last.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Todd's got 3-5 all. Easy money. Thanks. Over 228 people tonight. Thank you to everybody joining us.
Yes.
Love to see you.
Always appreciate you spending your Monday nights here.
And Ali, by the way, is still over 20%. You know, as on here. So he must be winning race. The ones I'm missing, he must be winning every race I'm not seeing, because but he's 20%. God bless him. That's awesome. You know, any I don't care what track you ride at. If you're at 20%, you're doing something good. You know, really good.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. To have that kind of consistency.
Oh yeah. Kudos to him. James White has got a daily double 5 with 2-3. Matt says good luck to all, but mostly to me.
That's the true handicapping spirit.
That's Tim usually.
I wish you
like
all
your
luck.
bet. I like your bet, but that's not what I played. So
if I can't win, then I guess you can have it. But
right.
Good luck to me first.
By the way, Tim was on an absolute roll at Saratoga on Saturday. I know it's not usually his favorite track, but
no,
the track was a kind guest to him. You know, he was. They made him a kind guest on Saturday.
I had an excellent day.
And how good was she, even though she didn't win? What
a race.
Monster performance.
I will tell you, I just think that BJ moved a little bit late.
Yeah, but unbelievable.
It was still a monster and no excuses, right?
Right, yeah.
But I think if he moves a little bit earlier, she wins that race, because one step past the wire, she was in front.
Yeah. I will say this though. I don't think anybody, okay? What do you think the odds would have been in Vegas that you would have gotten a 48.5? There's not a person that would have taken that bet for a 48.5. So I bet that even surprised Brian, because even Brian said that I didn't expect to go that slow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that even caught everybody off guard and probably helped Fierceness win, was the 48.5. You know, if that's 46, 45, he's not there versus her at the end.
No,
you know,
he's backing up.
No chance.
He's backing up. So,
and I mean, he's never really. When have we seen him actually like have to go head to head with a horse?
Yeah.
If she had caught him earlier and had time to wear into him, things might have been different.
And I think everyone was kind of expecting like 3 horses to go to lead, and then all of a sudden it's just him. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And good for Junior for trying with the Hatches baby. I mean, trying to take it, but he just didn't have the speed, you know?
Yeah, he had one option to try and steal it.
Right. And he just didn't have the horse, but I give him kudos for trying to get him to the front.
Exactly.
And congrats to the formula who called it. He was on that horse. Yes. And if you watched his capping the card, he actually had Fierceness on top, and his value play, he had Anna, so he had the exacta.
Yeah, she ran huge. I thought she was kind of a play against. I thought she was just going to be an underlay, from a value perspective, but absolutely proved she belongs. Sounds like it's going to be the Cotillion and then the Distaff 4, which checks out. I think that's a great way to close out the year for her. And then hopefully, maybe next year we see her take on males once or twice, Yeah. Maybe they try something like the Pegasus, or even, the purses in the Middle East with races like the Dubai World Cup or the Saudi Cup. You have to be tempted by something like that. I'm sure that has to be at least in the back of their mind, wondering, hey.
I just think people have to stop making excuses for Sierra Leone.
Oh my God.
That was the underlay of the century. It's just like, come on. That
you know what that is? It really, but I understand it, right? I don't think that's handicapping. That's Chad Brown's from Saratoga. Everyone wants him to win a Travers. Let's put $2 on his horse because he's going to win. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kept building up, and that's where you get the 9-5. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of,
the first to step in.
And Dennis is not wrong. There have been horses that have actually followed fillies before that sometimes in a race they'll be like, hey, look at, he's not totally wrong.
Dennis, I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying every race wants to make an excuse for why Sierra Leone didn't win. And it's always this or it's that. And it's just like, come on, that horse just always going to be a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Paycheck to the middle.
He finds trouble, and that's kind of
right.
And
but as an owner, you're loving life because that horse finds the money every single time.
Yes, you just at Saratoga, especially now in the way the track was playing Saturday, you can't close from that far back.
Yeah. All right.
And he's always going to be a victim to the pace.
Oh, that's an outrider. I thought we had another horse in the back. I'm like, wait a minute, I only see 5 numbers. When I saw the red guy in the red vest, I'm like, wait a minute.
Now settled. And they're off.
Come on, Neville.
From the middle of the track, that's Johnny Paycheck. And Anano Carroll.
Two's trying to steal it again. This would be amazing.
Giant one out close early, 3 wide. Then a length back to Ice.
Kind of like expected. It's a scramble up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting how far back the 5 is, though.
Yeah, me too.
That. We'll see if the change in tactics helps.
Is that 29?
That can't be right? Is there a longer run up for 7 furlongs?
There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is that the run up is longer.
Yeah,
but they actually have no run up.
There's no
they
run
did
up.
away
Never
with all
mind,
the
you're
run
right.
up.
Yeah. Or that's why, I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, it does slow the time down a little bit, but that's wrong. There's no way.
Second battle in the race. Ice Storm 3 wide. Trying to swoop.
Come on, Neville. Take him loose.
Starting to get rolling, and Anno Carroll still can see them all from the back. They hit
cut the corner pretty well for Assiniboia.
Yeah.
Shake him loose. Keep him going, Neville. Let's go. Run away.
Inside. Giant one in between horses has the best stride now. And on the far outside, Ice Storm.
Stay for he's not even going to get second.
And this is going to be Giant one.
4, 5.
Oh, 2 got fourth.
We got
1
20.
We're getting 80 points with our 2-2.
Yeah, those times have to be wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, that has to be. But the 4 ran a good,
Yeah, big race there.
That was a big race.
Where did I put my form already?
2-1, Giant one. The former Woodbine horse.
Second goes to number 5, Ice Storm. Third to number
second time at the level.
Yeah.
Gets out of the gate this time and proves he belongs.
Yeah. He was Doyle had him, Sarah had him, LaFon had him. He was a popular dude at the claim box at Woodbine. Look at In. Nice job. In had the 3-4-5.
Yeah, In called that.
Nice job, my friend. Kaboom, indeed. Todd says ugh.
Matt says boo.
Matt says 1-4 cold, baby.
Well, you got the bottom half on top.
Well, you got the 5 is in second. I think your trifecta is going to pay greater than you think. I think the try is not going to pay bad. You know, it's not going to pay. You know, but
not going to pay good. But
the 1's out though.
Yeah, the 1 being out helps, I think.
1's out.
4 or 5 exacta was paying $15.70 for 2.
Okay, yeah, there you go. And I think N's going to get. Well, I don't know what N has it for, but it'd be like $30, $35 for 2, maybe.
I'd say my thought would be more like 25, but
25. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because who was the low double? Was the 5 was the low double?
The 5 was the lowest. No, I'm sorry, the 4 was the lowest double. So
4. Okay. Yeah. So man, it may be 25. Okay. I thought the 5 was the low double.
It was 4 then 5.
Okay.
And it was actually 4, 5, 1, then 3.
Okay.
There's that 2, Sean. We got another 20 points.
2. Love it. 80 points.
That'll help us later on.
Not letting anybody get away with those easy points.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the official winner here in.
So Jessica, you didn't drive up for the Canadian sale to give them pedigree advice this week?
Yeah, I think I've had enough. Enough driving until
right. I hear you.
From now, when I drive to Kentucky.
I hear you.
For Keeneland September.
There's the lead
I
rider.
should have taken the Woodbine horse.
No,
Especially Nod and getting Badri up.
531. So it pays $35. Like 35, $36 for 2. Right?
3 for 2, so 26.50. So 26.55.
Carry on with the rest of the changes in this evening's pick.
That's not bad. For $2, it paid 60. The $2 try pays 60. Remember? No,
$2 try pays 53.
53. That's not bad. That's what I'm
Not
saying.
at all.
You know? Yeah. Wow.
Not at all.
Yeah, Dennis. For a while there, I thought your 5 was in a little bit of trouble, but the one you tossed, but he came back there. You know, let me get him off there.
That's the best part of the parimutuel game. Enjoy spending my money. Playing against each other.
Exactly. In this race, we have no odds. Exactly. So we're going all.
I updated the bankroll, so we're sitting at 84.
Okay, so that's not bad. There you go. There we go. Now, let me take this off here just for a second so I can get that going there. I really like a horse in this race.
I'll be interested to see if it's the same one I like.
Yes.
I didn't have a very strong opinion in this race, so I'll be interested as well.
Okay.
I'm just going to say this. I do not like the favorite in my top 2 picks.
Okay.
I don't like the favorite on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I am in this race. Hold on. Let me just bring this back so we can actually see the screen again here. Okay. There we go. Bring that back for everybody. Okay. I am. Hey, Rodney. How are you? Kentucky Downs on Thursday. I am high on this 4 horse. The Badri, the leading rider, just won the last race, which is great. He's
with Nault.
Huh?
With Nault.
You got Nault, right? Exactly. And I just love the fact this horse has put solid 47s together. You know, the favorite's only at 48, 49. But look at this about a favorite. This is what I do not like about a favorite. He can beat me. 48, 49, 48, 49. He's consistent, but he doesn't go much. You know, like he runs the same race every single time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a favorite who runs the same race every single time unless he's like 10, 20 higher than everybody else. Then I love him, you know. But exactly. But I thought the 6 definitely had a chance here. But look who rode him last time. Badri. Right now, I know he's claimed, but I'm saying Badri, right? Exactly. Now he's on the 4, double Karuba for Nault. They're 26% together. The horse is young. He's only run 5 times. Seems to be on the improve. And at A2 Thoroughbreds, one of the best owners up there. I love this horse. I was 4, 6, and then 2.
I like it. I was 4, 6, 3, and you touched the points on the 4. The 3 is coming back to Assiniboia. Did nothing in 2 starts the maiden special weight level last year, but did end up breaking his maiden at Houston as a Texas bred, and has figures. Even last time out at Lone Star, got beat 5 lengths at $5,000 state against Texas state breds. But coming up into here, I think that's reasonable to kind of try and stay at that same level. A lot of times you'll see horses ship up from like Texas to Assiniboia and they'll take a step up in price.
Yeah.
So I think that staying at the same price, especially since he didn't really show a whole lot in there, I think that was a smart move. Like the stretch out a little bit since he broke the maiden at 6 furlongs. But, for a non-winners at 2, horse that did break his maiden in a $40,000 race.
Yeah.
I thought that horse was worth taking a little bit of a look at, especially at the 8-1 morning line price.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what were you thinking in here, Tim?
So this is a non-winners of 2.
Aha, Tim's favorite race.
So it is the kind of race that I really like. So look, the 6, I get it. You look at the 6, and the 6 won a maiden special weight first time out. So that's great. But then I think the 6 hasn't done a lot since, because I think that even though you look and you say that the 6 is dropping down, but the thing about it to me is that dropping down because I think the 6 was a little bit over his head a little bit. So when I look at the last race, I mean, that was a huge drop, right? And couldn't win there. And in that particular race, if you look, Sean, who did the horse lose to?
Yeah.
What we just saw, Nano Garo.
Right. Yeah.
So, but the other thing I don't like is the horse was claimed out of that race. And Brown doesn't have a huge claim rate. Dalrymple's been riding better of late, but and these two together have kind of picked it up a little bit. But I'm just really seeing a lot to where I want to go against this. And I landed just like Sean. I think the next best performance is the 4 horse. And that's where I landed. Connections. You got the leading, the meets leading rider, getting back up for Nault, the combo that just won the last race. Yeah. I think that this horse is really live here. And then in between those two, I actually have the 6 third. In between those two, I was just swapped on the 2 Jessica had underneath. I've got the 3 second, not third. I just think that this is a horse who's been running against much better. If you look, the horse ran here last year and had a little bit. I'm sorry, I was looking at something different, but has been running against in Houston. So running in Texas, also ran in Remington. So this horse has been running against some decent horses. Had a little bit of time off, and after the last race at Lone Star, comes in here and for a big barn in the Delaram barn. And I just think that this is a horse that against these in here kind of fits. And the speed figures just say that this one is just right in the mix with everything here. So if I'm looking at the speed figures and the maiden special weight win that this one does, that this one has, when you look at non-winners of 1, I look and see, well, what is the 1? What did they win? So to me, this one just fits. And a maiden special weight at Houston is a little better than a maiden special weight at Assiniboia. So that's a really good win to me, and kind of fits here with these. And so I'm going to try to beat the 6 completely, and my play is a 4-3, and then I would play the 6 underneath.
Yeah, and just remind people, the jackpot pick 5 growing pool is $90,000. Assiniboia has some of the lowest takeouts in North America in their pools, which is just an absolute credit to them. So it's really worth playing into,
right. And the next one's my favorite. That's the pick 4, the dollar pick 4. And they always seed that pool typically with the $50,000 guarantee. So that makes that a really good wager. But here's the thing. We play a lot of verticals in here, but if you're really going to look at Assiniboia, the win play show pools have the lowest takeouts in the country. in North America.
Wow. Yeah.
North America.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Win, play,
It's
show
so worth
rules.
it. Yep.
That's why Sean and I do it a lot. When we see value in an overlay, we're going to play win place money.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Matt, it's our pleasure, buddy. That's what we're here for. Absolutely. Now, Jessica, do you have the Texas sale coming up soon?
That's today. Yes.
That's today. Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't there in person because it's up Dallas Fort Worth area at Lone Star.
Okay.
But I was helping out a client who actually did end up buying a filly that I'm pretty excited about. I think she was a bargain, $6,000 horse. So we're not looking to get a world beater.
Right. Yeah. But nice.
But, a horse I think is going to be a nice little claiming type for him. And
that's great.
More importantly, she has a future as a broodmare, I think.
Oh, see, that's the key. Yep.
So there's residual value there with her, a small breed to race type owner. So I was excited about that. Daughter of Fantastic.
Oh, wonderful. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great pedigree on Fantastic. He's been a little bit underwhelming as a sire, but that's also due in part because he has gotten pretty average mares.
Yep, right.
So you can't really fault him too much for not being a world beater. But when it comes to the kind of stallion that you might want a filly from, a sire who is a half brother to St. Liam, half brother to Quiet Giant, who's the Dam of Horse of the Year gun runner.
Yes,
that's the kind of pedigree you want in a broodmare sire, and he's a son of More Than Ready. So I like the filly a lot. So I'm excited. She's kind of bred. The Dam is kind of bred a little bit similarly to Puka.
Yeah,
which is also kind of an interesting note, as she, like Puka, is a daughter of Big Brown, who shares the mitochondrial haplotype of Big Brown. So little interesting there.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think we got the next Puka for $6,000, but I think she's a good value choice that I'm happy about.
You probably know well. I would think you would know my good New England buddy Frank Alosa.
Yeah, I'm not personally, but I'm familiar.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure. I texted him about 3 days ago. He didn't answer back. I think I know why. He's probably very busy with that sale for sure.
Yeah, and getting ready. Keeneland September's coming up, and
the Texas sale.
4,000, 5,000 horses to look through.
Yeah, he's on that. He's on that board for the Texas thing. So
so he's definitely up there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hey, really quick, shout out to Razor Sharp.
Yeah, Razor's house.
If you guys did not see, Razor ran a marathon on Saturday for all the races going on. They were online for like 8 or 9 hours. I think Keith was there for a good portion of that with them. I tuned in, I think, for the very last couple of races that they did, but I think they had a pretty good day there. So shout out. I think it's shot time. Razor said it's shot time. So.
Yeah, Razor's the man.
Lots of respect for doing that. I know how those marathon days get on stream.
Yeah.
Well done.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Barry's popped in.
Hey, Barry C. How are you, buddy? Neil has got a 4, 5, 6 try box. Matt Butler is alive to the double here with the 2 and the 5.
All right.
Good luck, Matt. 9 minutes till race 3 here. Kurt has 6-2-4. Stretch has 6-2-5.
I guess we didn't talk about the 2 all that much. A horse who's dropping off of two very underwhelming efforts. But then you go back to the beginning of July, and there were some decent efforts behind horses like McEwen and Lieutenant Norm.
Yeah.
Finalized Ratliff City, where this horse was running pretty well. If he gets back to that form from May, June, July, horse definitely figures in here. I just didn't know what to expect from the 2, which is where I ended up not taking him, because the figures have just been on a decline ever since that second start of the year.
I did have him 4th. I put him below the 6. So after I had the 4, 3, 6, and then I had the 2 next in line. And I just don't think if you look, those 6 furlong races that if you look, the horse is 3 for 4 in the money with 2 firsts and a second, but that's all last year. The horse really has performed a lot better going a little longer this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the short distance may help. I think Wendy's had such a disappointing year on for her usual high standards that I think she's trying to get a spot in them for the win. And my usual thing, she's found the right sandbox with the right friends for this horse. To try and maybe get a win for this horse and some confidence. And if it gets claimed, it gets claimed. But but at least it get the horse some confidence where it can run with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yeah, Razor, I'd love to come on sometime. Just reach out. Let me know. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to follow you on Twitter, right? I'm sure I do. Yeah.
Oh, how did I do at Woodbine?
Sorry, I'll change that.
Oh, yeah. I had Caitlin underneath. I did not have her on top, unfortunately. I knew she'd run a good race. Kevin was very positive about her. Didn't know if she'd get the 1.25 miles. Didn't think Prince, my boy Prince, who came in second, and that did not think he was a 1.25 mile horse at all. And the fact that he lasted as long as he did, I think that was a remarkable performance. But the lady, once again, Kevin, Attard, and Rafi, just like Moira, they have a way with those fillies of getting them. And she came charging down the lane and won going away. So
yeah, loved it. And if you remember Thursday night in the lounge, everybody asked for our King's Plate picks, and Sean and I went over the race, and that was the horse I had in second. So
I
really loved that. So ended up with the exact on that day. So
the one kind of absolute moment of the race was I did not expect Raffaru to be up on the pace with everybody. I don't know what he was doing up there. He's a one-run horse, and he fell back completely. And he's a come from behind horse. I don't know what that move was, but other than that, it was a great race, and the year of the ladies continues.
It's crazy the success they have in that race. So
yeah. Lexi Lou, my girl, Holy Helena, Wanda Godot, her, it's a strong group.
And the first thing I said after it happened is, okay, do we get another lady tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Came that close.
And boy, did she try. Exactly.
The thing that I think surprised me the most about that race, though, Sean, was I just thought it was not a good performance by Essex Serpent.
Right. Yeah. No, that was not a good race at all.
I expected better.
Me too. Just flat as a board.
I think Marco is slandering me in the chat.
Oh, saying you're an Eagles fan? She's a Ravens fan. She's from Baltimore. She's not from Philadelphia.
Well, slander.
That's slander. Exactly. She's a Lamar Jackson fan, exactly. Come on now.
My guy Zay Flowers, who helped out a ton with my fantasy league last year.
Boston College.
Really?
Yep, that's our boy. Yep. He's got to watch his attitude a little bit in terms of no speaking this year. No speaking.
Yeah.
No speaking.
Yeah.
But he had a hell of a rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Malafat is in the house. How are you, good sir?
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for joining us. Over 312.
Yeah,
and by the way, Jessica, I know you don't like driving, okay? But I'm just saying, September 21st, Parks Derby, we're going to have Torpedo Anna in the cotillion and next in the other race.
Well, I'll be halfway there.
Okay.
In Kentucky.
Okay.
The 20th.
You can get a ride with Tim, who's coming up, and then
I'm flying, Sean. I'm flying into Philly, and I confirmed that, so I'm definitely going to be there.
Wonderful.
Taking that next 8 hours, then I go up to Parks, go back to my family.
I've got Friday. I'm going to take Friday off that day, that week, and so I'm going to hit up. But driving up and turn around, driving back. It's too
No,
much.
I hear you. No, and that's a short flight, but it's a great flight. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
it's,
be
it's
fine.
not bad.
Yep.
And plus, they've got directs from here to Philly. So
Yeah,
I think my
yeah.
fiance might disown me if I was gone for as long as I would end up being gone. Because if I go to Philadelphia, well, then I got to stop by and see my family for a day.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I hear
And
you.
I was gone for 15 days in August.
Yeah.
So
Barry, I give his trainer tremendous credit. He's not going to switch next to what he's not doing. He's not fixing what's broken. I know there's pressure. He doesn't care. He's doing what's best for the horse, and he's going to keep him right at his distance, and no one can even get close to him. So,
no, people want to see different, and I do understand it, but it's just like just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly. On one hand, there is, hey, we want to see if this horse who's been just remarkable at these marathon route distances, can he do that at 1.25 miles? It'd be a lot of fun to see. On the other hand, they know that they are picking up a check, a winning check.
A winning check. Yep.
And they're going to keep doing that. They have a gelding. They don't have to worry about a stud career or anything.
No,
they don't have to worry about upping the horse's value. Keep them happy. Keep having fun. Keep having this horse win races by daylight and putting on these exhibitions, essentially.
Yeah.
So I definitely get both sides, but
I got to talk to Luan after the race, right? And Luan does an amazing job on him. I'm not been saying, but he really does. He knows his horse very well. And he said, this horse is having fun. He said that's the biggest thing. Is this horse is having fun.
Yeah.
He said that's all that counts. He said it's fun to ride, but he's having fun out there.
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, we got about a minute here. What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
I say we just what do you? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the 4 is 7-2. I think that's value.
Yeah, the 4 at 7-2, the 3 at 9-1.
Do we want to do like a 3-4-9, a 3-4-6 exacta box, or do we like the 2? Do we think the 2 can get in there?
2 could get in there, but
we could do like a key 4-2-3-6.
Do we key the 4 with the 2-3-6?
What do you think, Tim?
I'm in on the same horses, so it's just like decide which ones we want to go with. I was just trying to look here and just pull it up. So right now, as far as when you look at the exacta probables, the lowest a 6-2, which with obviously wouldn't include the 4, but everything with the 4 is going to pay well. A 6-4 is 1230. That's going to be the least. But if if the 4 happen to be on top, that's up to 22. And you put any of the others in with the 4, it's going to pay even more, obviously. So.
Yeah. Do you think we just go for the 4 by himself, or do you think we do a key?
I'm open to anything. I'll let somebody else call this one. I kind of called the last one, and I'm willing to call it. But I know what I would do, but I'll let somebody else do it.
What would you do? What would you do?
What's that? I think 4-1 on the 4 horse is a gift, and we just talked about how the win place show pools here are good. So I would play win place money on the 4.
Yeah, why don't you do 5 to win or 4 to win place in the 4, or like.
I like it.
Yeah. You want to just do 5 to win in place or 4 to win in place?
5 sounds good. I mean,
5 to win in place. Let's go 5 to win in place in the 4. I mean, that's a good. Yeah,
I like it.
Try to beat the 6 out.
I'm going to play the same thing.
Brad H says 6 is gone once they get to the half.
It's possible.
It could be. Yeah.
I love this 12-1 on the 3.
I really like them.
100,000. When Jessica said she liked the 3, by the way, it went from 17 to 1 to 8 to 1. So she definitely moves the needle here at Assiniboia.
Whether that's to the benefit of the people or not remains to be seen.
Todd has $25 to show on the 4.
What am I looking at here?
I even heard one of my other favorite horses, I don't know yet, might come to Philly for which would be post time. The Brittany Russell. Shelby, I love that
Yes.
horse. He's just getting better and better and better every race.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Maryland bred hero, I do believe.
Yes, he is. Yep. Oh, yeah. He's getting better and better with every race. As we like to say in the old days, there's cause for concern. My favorite Maryland bred of all time.
Is that the Woodward that call, or was that the Breeders' Cup?
That was the Travers versus Holy Bull when he said, "But there's cause for concern." Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And poor Dick Small, Jerry Bailey's foot slipped coming around the turn. He was moving so fast, and he had to get his foot back in, and he lost by that much. And Jerry Bailey still to this day swears if he had just stayed in the irons and just stayed straight, he would have gotten them.
Hey, Sean, right now in Stable Duel, you and I are the only two people tied for 17th.
Yeah, awesome.
Because we've had the same two plays, and there are only 22 in the field. But here's the thing: if you look at the person in first, they're only 110 points ahead of us, and they've used 3 more horses. So everybody ahead of us, we're down there because we've only used 2 horses. Everybody ahead of us has used a lot of horses. So
there you go.
We're right in the thick of things. We're good.
Love it. And Neil's asking, what is the app y'all use to make bets? I'm FanDuel. Tim, what are you?
I use ExpressBet.
ExpressBet, yeah. And Jess?
I use Keeneland Select because way back in the day when I turned 18, they were like the only ADW that you needed to be 18 for instead of 21. And they used to do really great promotions where they'd have like free contests every week that you could get wagering credits from.
Yeah.
So for years, I just like didn't load my account with money. I just played those contests and then played with whatever I had. So, and I've just never left, never seen a reason to go elsewhere.
Todd is trying to put the kibosh on us, saying double Karuba and Baudry no bueno.
What are you talking about, Todd? Don't make me put you in timeout, Todd.
They're growing the shrooms extra strong up there these days. Barry C uses Twin Spires.
I've tried Twin Spires. I've tried Naira Bets. I just keep coming back to ExpressBet. It's the first one I had, and I just like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the habit.
Yeah, and I mean it's First Bet now that actually owns it. So ExpressBet, First Bet, and you can get the First Bet app. But I just kind of like it. I like the interface a little better than some of the others, and I like a lot of their promotions as well. I've been doing really well. They have a lot of reward promotions, and I've like pocketed with hitting some of the pick 4 and pick 5 bonuses here over the past couple of weeks. I've probably pocketed $150 in bonus money from them just from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malathite, I wasn't a fan either. Love my guy Matt, but I just wasn't a fan of the app.
Great job by the gate crew. Now just 2 left to load.
All righty.
No, I won't back down.
Got the 4 win place here.
Here we go. Come on now.
And just waiting on the 4 to 5 favorite. I Love My Life. The field is set.
Maybe don't like your life as much.
And they're off.
A little bit bump in there.
2 got kind of squeezed a little bit, and the 1 took the brunt of it.
Quickly will secure the lead by 2 lengths, which Jerry hard hustled on the rail in second.
That's it. Go get them, boys.
Down 3 wide in third. Double Karuba settled 4 lengths back in fourth. Another 3 lengths.
That's it, presser.
I like where Baudry's at with the speed.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Great spot.
24. That's quick for the night. They've been 25, 26 earlier.
No, I won't back down.
Baudry looks loaded.
Yeah, come on.
Sent now by Braven Badry to go after the
Come on, Bads.
Valid defense in a long drive from the back in fourth. Back to Mosey's on Main, and now the trailer's with Jerry.
Don't give up on them, Bads.
Lane the half, 48 seconds, and I love my life.
Boy, they really slowed it down there.
They did.
No, I won't back down. Trying to hang on to second as Valid Defense coming with a big late run.
Some Sierra Leone action on that too.
Yeah.
Low head.
Is going to win by 2.5.
Well,
big
that's disappointing.
How does Baudry suck, Todd?
How does he
when he's the
stink,
leading,
Todd,
when he's the leading
rider of the
driver in
place?
Assiniboia?
That's like saying that's like well no wait a minute. Tim actually does say this, so I can't say that's like saying Iran sucks. But
I knew exactly where you were going.
but I can't technically I can't technically. Oh, it's funny.
The Stewart's close to number 6. I love my life as your race winner. Second goes to number 2.
Yeah, your 4 beat my 3 at least.
Yeah, I know.
No, I won't back down. And 4th to number 1, Mosey's on Main.
I blame it on Todd. He put the kibosh on us. He's the newcomer.
We're gonna have to put him in timeout.
Furlongs, 1 minute and 4/5. Time for the 6 furlongs.
Yeah, the break was absolutely horrible for the 1 and the 2. They lost it right out of the gate.
That brings us down to 74.
By the way, I would seriously play Valid Defense back because he was by far the best horse in the race.
Yeah.
He got jammed out of the 1 and the 2,
Yeah,
and they still got up,
Yeah,
Definitely.
like we said,
Colin, hey.
didn't get the job done, but absolutely ran the race.
Colin, you're the turf master. You're the turf master. If we had turf races, you'd be killing it. Colin is seriously. We joke with him, but he is he's a very good turf handicapper.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does marvelous on the turf.
All right.
Time for the pick 4.
Yes.
I love how many people have the 6, Tim, in that race? A lot. By the way, if you just used 2 in first or second tonight, you've had a very good night. So
right, you're having a good night just playing the numbers.
The 2 hole is the place to be.
Use your lucky number. You're doing all right.
25% of stables spin up for the $10,000 that the 6 would cost you.
Okay, there you go. How many people had our 4?
The 4 was owned by 29% of stables.
Okay.
And the 2 was 33.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Dan, 15% takeout pick 4. That is definitely one of the best bets at Assiniboia Downs.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean, get this. Antonio Whitehall on the 5. 0 people took that horse.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Including me. Unbelievable.
Good night, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Night,
Thanks, Matt.
Sorry we couldn't hit you. You're leaving early. We're saving our hits for later.
Yep.
Right. We're going to close it out strong.
Marco single and 2 again. Okay. That's not a bad idea tonight.
Apparently. All right, moving on. Race 4. Got a couple of allowance races tonight.
Yep.
And this is one of them. And looks pretty tough. I did end up with the favorite on top, but not necessarily with a ton of confidence.
Yeah.
Has been running well at the level and has beaten quite a few of these in here. Was kind of my main angle with the 6, a consistent type of horse. Kind of just keeps running his race. gets to 7 furlongs for what looks to be the first time on the dirt, cutting back from a mile where he just got beaten. But there's not a ton of pace in this race, and this race does like to come from a little further off. And the pace was kind of my big question in here is, okay, so if if it doesn't set up for the 6, then who goes to the front? The 5 looks like the speed in here, but do you want a horse who just broke his maiden in his 14th start coming back against Allowance Company? I'm pretty much always against horses coming back at the same level that they broke their maiden at Assiniboia. It just doesn't seem to work. So seeing the maiden special weight horse come back in for an Allowance Company kind of had me a little scared about that. So then I thought, well, okay, who else makes sense in here? And I really don't know. The 3 kind of looks like the one other who might be able to show something like early pace. But has been beaten 14 3/4 lengths in his last 2. So I felt a little stumped by this race. The 4 was another horse who kind of is in a similar vein to the 6, where runs very consistently but doesn't really get the job done at the level. So I really had a tough time having any kind of strong opinion about this race. Basically, every horse I looked at, I was like, well, I don't like this horse because of whatever. And there were none that I was like, felt confident that I liked something about. How did you see the race, Sean?
And by the way, now we got grandma in the house now. So now we're gonna turn it right around. We got our lucky charm with us here.
Exactly. This is when we start making money.
This is now that we got grandma in the house, we are good to go. Frank's got an interesting point there. The one taking the blinkers back off, which I actually noted that myself, Frank, on this. So it's interesting. This race, obviously, there's a wicked strong horse here, which is my boy. So of course, I always have to my eyes navigate to that. But I do like this horse in the fact that Knights has ridden this horse 4 times. He seems to be getting to know him. I know I don't usually like 1 for 21 horses. Those are ones I usually stay away from. But this group is 1 for 23, 1 for 21. I know that Kentucky Jake's like 2 for 10. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at this group. I mean, obviously the two is the most consistent one. 9 out of 10 is Assiniboia. How can you get more consistent than that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the 6. I think Knights is finally figuring this horse out, and I think that with this distance of 7 furlongs, I think this is the night that maybe he can get going here. So I was 6-2, and then 4. Those are my top 3.
And Tim?
So this is another one. I said tonight I was going to try to beat a lot of the favorites, and this is another one that I'm just going to try to beat here. I mean, I see the 6. I wouldn't talk you off the 6 if that's who you like, but I just kept coming back. This is a non-winners of 2, and using what I look at for non-winners of 2, I just kept coming back to the 4 horse here. I love Green Amazon in here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Green Amazon has been running against. You see a couple of the races there with some of these, and has been racing against the 6 and finishing just behind that one. But if you look at the races and the distance, I think this might be the sweet spot for the 4 at the 7 furlongs. So, the 6 I get, but another one I really liked in here was the 5. I just think that this is a horse, Golden Diversion, just coming up the maiden win. So but won at a decent level. And the speed figures basically put the horse right with all of these. And that was one thing, is that the thing about the 6 horse is that if you go back since the maiden race, I just don't think that any of those races, the horse has really moved forward off of the maiden special weight, where the 4, I think, definitely has, and has continued to improve a little bit. I just fell in love with the 4. So I was 4, 6, and 5.
Yeah. The one thing I do like, I agree with you, Tim. The one thing I will say about him is that I did like he went 51, 40. At least in a mile, he was competitive and he was gaining. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the extra furlong. Wicked Strongs technically don't usually run well for the 6 furlongs. So 7 furlongs could be more of his style, if that makes sense. At least at a mile, he showed he could close, But I agree with you. He's not a slam dunk favorite by any. He's an easy play against. You know what I'm saying?
And I've got him underneath. I'm just going to try to beat him with the 4 and put the 4 on top.
Jess, who did you have here, my friend?
I was 6'4".
Yeah. Okay.
But very tentatively and worried about the pace scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
The horse I found interesting in here was the least experienced horse, and that was the 3 LM Tucker. Antonio Whitehall getting up has ridden this horse every time out, so had a nice win second time out at a maiden special weight, but the allowance race wasn't great, and that was sprinting 5.5, and then was in a stakes race. So the line looks bad, but that was against so much better than the rest of these here. That was no show, no call that won the race, that the last 2 races that this horse was in. So.
Yeah, that horse also caught my eye just as a potential speed pace type factor.
Sure.
In a race that looks kind of devoid of it.
But by the way, I don't know if anyone saw this. Colin said this. There was Major League Baseball history today. The Red Sox and the Blue Jays had a rain out on June 26th. And Jansen, who's our catcher, right? What happened to be the Blue Jays catcher that day that the game was postponed. So today, in the same inning, he was first in the uniform for the Blue Jays, took his at bat, and then went into the Red Sox and put on his Red Sox uniform and played the rest of the game in a Red Sox uniform. First time ever that's ever happened to baseball. Play in the same inning. He was wearing the 2 different uniforms in the same inning.
That's wild.
I missed that. That's hilarious.
That's pretty cool. Even the managers and the players had a fun time with it,
I bet.
That was really cool.
So Grandma had a question, and it's a great question. Is there a pedigree for horses who can deal with heat and humidity? No, we have pedigree for turf and dirt, but can we go beyond that? And theoretically, you would think so. But trying to determine what that pedigree might be is a challenge, and something that I really wouldn't even know how to go about doing. But it's a really interesting question and a really interesting lens through which to view pedigree. But you would think that the factors that, make a horse maybe more suited to dealing with heat and humidity would be, biological, genetic factors. So there's no reason to think that it's not something that could be inherited. But how you would determine it, that's a little tough.
I'd say you just take the Louisiana bred.
Yeah, right. The Florida breds, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes even I know Pulpit had a skin rash, right? Mm-hmm. And then Corinthian had the same skin rash.
Yep.
And then his little brother Vitruvius had the same skin rash. You know what I'm saying? So obviously some horses, Grandma, that maybe have a history of skin rashes may not take the heat as well as other horses do.
Yeah, exactly. Something that makes sense, but how you would measure it, or anything is difficult.
That's difficult. Yeah.
Colin wants to know how about pedigrees for sleepy time picks and horses that race after 11 p.m. And I mean, hey, if it's hereditary in humans, whether you're tend to be an early riser, more of a night owl.
Yep.
Maybe it is for horses. Who knows?
Yeah.
How
Neil's
about
got a
257 people tuning in?
Thank you all. Much appreciated.
Yeah, 357. Love it, folks. Love seeing y'all.
Make sure you drop a like on the stream, especially if you're over on YouTube. And if you're not, go hop over to YouTube real quick for us and just hit that like button.
Yep.
Helps us out a bunch.
Helps us out. Yep.
Subscribe. And we have a bunch of content all year round for horse racing. We've got this every Monday night during the Assiniboia Downs meet. We've got the Thursday night cocktail lounge. So lots of fun streams, lots of fun videos. Come hang out with us over on Trust the Profits.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Did you see Stretch's pick 4?
I did not.
6, all 7. So there you go. So
I gotta take a look at those races real quick just because I'm
Tal Pi Tal Philo has 6 by times 2 green. Neil has 256 try box.
Well, we've got a trivia question from Colin.
Oh God, I would say low. I would say probably like 5%, if not lower.
I'll say 8%, just as a random guess.
Oh, Grandma, you are
Thank you so
are
much,
absolutely
Grandma.
the best. You are the best.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I have
And
no
I hope
idea.
I hope you hit your horse at Mountaineer.
Yeah.
Let us know how it does. We're rooting for you.
7%.
7%. Yeah, I knew it couldn't be high.
Not a great place to debut. That's a tough track just physically for a horse to be getting around going a first time out. Not to mention the strength of the competition with those purses.
Thank you so much, Grandma. You were the best.
Yes,
horses just either love that track or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's the one? Is it Graham Ocean or Michael Maker has a horse every year? He goes there and wins, and then he doesn't win at any other track. But he's won like the same stakes race 2 years in a row. But he goes anywhere else, he just can't win.
I'm not sure, but I believe that's the thing. Because absolutely.
I'm surprised Stretch is going all. That's I'm confused. And then in the last race, he singles the 6 instead of taking the 4. The 4 is big Stretch.
right.
The 4 was also my top pick in there. I like the 4 a little more than the 7. Very interesting. Also interesting that the 2 is favored here. I mean, the horse makes sense, but so how are we betting this race? Looks like they're heading to the gate.
Grandma says, Jessica, enjoy your newsletter. Let us know if you find that heat cold pedigree.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I'll pay a little bit of attention. See what we can find.
Barry C likes the 2 and the 3 here. I think the 1 will blaze from the rail. 3 takes over the turn and will try to fend off the 2. Okay, like it. Hey, great, Barry. It can happen up here. Absolutely. David Barista, what's up, my friend? How are you? Great to join us.
Thanks for coming and up, David.
Dennis got a tip on the Hastings. Oh, good Lord. There we go. Dennis always is on like ADD personified. Cannot keep on one track. Dennis, who do you like in the 5th at Australia?
So what are we thinking here? Because I mean, I think the prices are fair on the 4 and the 6.
Yeah, this is an intriguing board.
No idea how you would bet this race.
This is an intriguing board.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could try and get something in there with the 3 at 12-1.
Yeah.
I don't have enough of an opinion on this race. If we weren't betting any race, I personally will be skipping this race because I just don't feel strongly about any of these horses.
I bet the 6 because it's wicked strong. but I actually like him too. But Tim, what are you thinking, my friend?
I like a 4-6 exacta box.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, absolutely. Do you like
Because,
the two? Do you like the two?
The 6 could definitely finish on top. I mean, the money's going to the 2 over the 4. I just really like the 4 in here. And, even the 6-4, the 6 on top is paying 23. And if you get the 4 over the 6, it's 25. So it's fairly consistent.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Do that for $2? Or?
Yeah, but yeah. Yep.
A little $4 wager.
Yeah. David says, let's fit the 3 in there for a trifecta.
Brings us down to what?
Stretch 6, all 7. 49 bucks. Kurt's a little more, 236 with 147 with 1568. They're both interesting. Everyone's singling the 7 in the last race.
Huh. Excuse me.
So interesting.
Very interesting. I don't see that as a single race.
Yeah. If you look at his former self, and as Tim said, that's last year. It's not now. But I have to say, his mile and 16th, mile and 8th races are like stellar,
Yeah. I mean, gets back to that.
A lot of those races around the big 2 turns. So I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah. I mean, the horse absolutely has a huge shot.
Yeah.
I think the 4 is dangerous in there. Oh.
2 minutes.
See how it plays out.
I would have never guessed that the 2 would be the favorite.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's because he's so consistent in the money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I'm just trying to make it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know me. I'm not betting a trainer to win until a trainer has a win.
Yeah.
And this looks like this is Michael Rowe's only horse. He's been doing pretty good with him, but
no doubt
hasn't broken through yet. I mean, got beat pretty convincingly by the 6 last time out.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
Dan's following along with us. Good luck, Dan.
Yeah, best of luck.
Guaranteed pick 4 pool, $50,000.
Love it.
Got the music back here.
Oh.
Going to the gate.
All right.
Anybody else this weekend that we were impressed with as Tim? I think we're going to see, by the way, I think we could see a rivalry between Rookie Card and TTT there. I think those two could see each other again. They were running pretty,
Yeah, and I absolutely loved them. We were actually handicapping late on Friday, and talking in the chat, and I even threw a note to the formula because of Tip Top Thomas, and I just love that horse, and I hammered that exacta and hit that pretty hard because I just had a really strong opinion, and those 2 horses were just head and shoulders above everyone. So.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was out of the house and running around all Saturday, and I have not had a chance to watch a race outside of the Traverse from Saturday yet.
It was just a really good card. I didn't want to miss out on that card. There were so many good horses in that day.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to go back and watch.
I mean, 5 straight grade 1s.
Exactly.
This is kind of funny. On King's Plate, I lost almost every single race I had. And then our friend Catherine Day Phillips, who I'm wearing her hat, right? A rapid test won at 58-1 and bailed me out for the rest.
Love it. All it takes is one, right?
Yeah, and it was her only horse of the day. I actually said it on Thursday night. It was her only horse of the day. So I said, watch out. And Emma Jane at 58-1.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
Egregious. Sent Whitehall flying.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, and I had a pick 4 going, and the only horse I didn't have was that one.
Oh,
And Sean had it. I told him he owes me $22,000.
right.
Right.
And then he says, you could have told me about it. I said, well, I actually did. He goes, oh, darn it. And Formula goes, oh, God, I actually remember that.
Yeah. And after you said it, I was like, damn it, he did say that. But yeah, just missed out on that $22,000 pick.
Just 2 left to load.
Graham, I can't figure out. 7 furlongs is always a tough distance, you know?
And now just waiting on Kentucky, Jake.
Especially as a 2-turn here at Assiniboia. It's,
Rick Johnson, good luck, my man.
you know, because they call 7 furlongs by distance, they call it a sprint. But to me, when it's two turns, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
From the inside, Rough Customer. Shows good early speed and will be your leader.
Everybody go for the lead except the 6 and the 4.
LM Tucker settled in right behind in second. 3 wide, Golden Diversion. Up close early, Daddy's Rare Edition. Hemmed in on the rail. Then it's Wicked Black Bullet in 5th. Another length and a half to Green Amazon.
26 and
Kentucky Jake is the early trailer.
Yeah, these times just look weird tonight.
I don't, yeah.
Quarter, a rather sluggish 26 seconds. And Rough Customer nursed on the front end with that length advantage. LM Tucker.
Here come 4 and 6 as a pair.
Yeah.
3 wide.
Come on, you two. Move as a duo.
Coming with the run. Then it's Wicked Black Bullet and Green Amazon running together. Kentucky
Here they come.
is moving.
Get him
Might have
up.
a first
Come on,
hit.
mates. Come on, you two.
Keep going with the 6.
Come on, 6 and 4.
Come on.
Come on, 6 and 4. Come on, 6 and 4.
Get this 5
Come
out.
on. Come on, you two. Come on, you two.
With a big late rush. Green Amazon.
Come on, 6. Get up for second.
Well, 4, pull him with you.
Come
on, 6.
Diversion, but it's Green
Oh, I don't know who came in second, though.
That was the 5. Inside.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
And 4th,
Yeah.
Daddy's Rare Edition.
Yup.
My 4 on top.
Did have that, though. Good call on that 4.
Good call on the 4, Tim. Maybe we'll get an inquiry.
Where's Todd?
Yeah.
Where's Todd? Audrey sucks.
Oh, 6, 5. Oh, 4, 5, 6. Rick Johnson had, yeah, Rick, good job. Rick had it.
Well done.
Good job, Rick. So close.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a tricky night, Dennis.
Green Amazon as your
Fell
race
apart like a
winner.
Sears suit.
A photograph has been called to determine the
Toe bombs and Mountaineer, huh, Grandma? Oh.
Quarter, 26 seconds.
And the crazy thing is that 4 took late money and went off as a favorite.
Yeah, I know. And that's one of those things too, Tim. I don't know if I would like the 4 necessarily a 2 to 1. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 4, 5, 6. So close.
Results of the photo show number 5. Golden
That 6 just doesn't like to win. He
Yeah.
gets close and then he just hangs.
Wants
Yeah.
to hang out with his friends.
He wins the Chandelier Award.
Exactly. Chandelier Award of the night.
Sweet Azteca was very impressive. Don't really know, Rodney, if that was the biggest group that you know.
Is that?
The strangest race of the weekend by far, right? This I couldn't believe this. So in California, there was a 7 furlong race, right? A win, you're in for the mile, right? And you had the chosen Vron, right, who wouldn't run in the 7 furlong race anyways, right? And so he's in this for 7, and Senior Buscador, who's never run shorter than 9 furlongs, running a 7 furlong race. Alamo brings him, and he did exactly what the trainer wanted. He's just using it as a workout. Brings him like 18 lengths behind. He comes flying down the stretch once it's too late. Exactly. But I was like, so we have 2 favorites who aren't even trying to get to the mile. And then winning, you're in. I've never seen that before.
Right.
I thought that was funny. That was the strangest race of the weekend.
Guys, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to have to pop out for the evening. I have been under the weather all day, and I can just feel my
worries, my friend. We got you.
Completely
we got
fading.
you.
So
No
thank you all. I will I'll be back
better.
next week. Best of luck tonight. Maybe I was the unlucky charm.
No, not at all. You've been
maybe that'll change the vibe in the in the beds tonight.
You just feel better.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good night.
All right. We'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. And then there were 2. Okay, here we go. And there's the race results there. 4-5 exacta. Ooh, $40. Wow. Nice try for 20 cents, $12.91. It's 20 cent super, $29.40. See, their takeouts are fantastic, They
really are.
And that was a total that's one you could have definitely had, 4, 5, 6 is definitely one you could have had.
Without a doubt. I should have had that because I was trying to beat the 6, didn't like the 6, and I had the 5 right there as well. So
yeah, you like the 5. I was just gonna say,
I definitely should have had it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, but exactly. So
but we'll move on. I'm alive in the pick 4.
Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. You're gonna bring it home, Tim. And thank you to everybody, 370 people tonight. And this race is the 5th race. Let's look at the conditions here, see what we got here. We have...
Sean, interestingly, before you do that real quick, in Stable Duel, only 4 people had green Amazon, and I was one of them.
Wow. That'll move you up.
And then for second, I had the 5.
Wow. Wow, 100 points. That'll move you way up.
Yep, that'll be a little jump.
That'll be a big jump.
I can jump up there where Papa Pix is way up top.
I know, huh? Gonna roll. Where am I right now? Am I anywhere near? No, 19th. Okay.
I mean, you and I are tied for 19th right now.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
We've been like right together all night long.
Yeah, but you're about to absolutely leapfrog me by, Zach, he had 4-5 in Stable Duel, folks, and he wanted to do a 4-6 exacta box.
I let you guys talk me into the 6 because I had the 4-5. It's like, and actually on my form, get this, it's literally, my top 4 picks in my daily racing form: 4, 5, 6, 2.
Oh my God.
Is that crazy or is that crazy?
That is. Yeah. No, exactly.
So that would be the superfecta.
So the 5th race here, we got 16 minutes until the classic. Exactly. 6 and 7, the classic high 5. Yep. And this is claiming 7,500. And I love a horse in here. Don't know why he's 3-1 right now, but that's early money. I think in my mind, I think my Noah stands out against this group. I may be wrong, but
Sean, you and I have been right together in every race so far.
Yeah.
And right now, I wrote on my you know how I always have like strongest of
Yeah.
the night. That's
Yeah.
where I've got my Noah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
This was my strongest pick of the night, and actually in that pick 4 that I did, I singled the 5 here.
yeah. I mean, the last time he was in claiming, Ali won this horse by 5, like just drew off from that group as in the easiest way, shape, or form. Has been facing better, has been around, even got disqualified in one race, but around the turn. But I just think he's just stronger. I mean, like horses like Yola are great down at like the smaller levels, but they're not, like in the 4,000, 5,000s.
Right.
And Moon Connection. I mean, like a lot of these horses are good at the lower connections. Like Moon Connections won 2 in a row, and maybe he's brimming with confidence moving back up the ladder.
Right.
But I just think Mainoa, if Ali gets the lead, I just don't see any horse in this race that can really stay with him, and
Right.
he could just go wire to wire here. So
and he's had a definite AB pattern. If you look at it, he's winning every other race, even though in the 1-2 back he got DQ'd, he still crossed the line in first, and he's been doing that consistently. Tap Horn and Ali are 30%. I mean, when they get together, they're 30% as a pair, and that's with quite a few mounts. So I just think this horse was a bit of a standout to me on class and on speed both. I just thought that the horse was much the best here.
Yeah, me too. Who did you like second? Did anybody like second?
I did. I thought that a little bit. I thought I would get a little bit of a price, and now all of a sudden I'm not. I like Whitehall on this 3-horse screenplay. That was who I had second. It's a horse that I just think is going to be closing up. If you look, has been closing up. So claim 2 back, and then last time out, they put the horse in a 5.5 furlong and actually won that race. But I think the horse is much more of a 6 furlong horse out of 9 starts. Doesn't have a win, but has been right there and 4 times in the money. And I like the connections here. I think is in a better place with the barn, and I like this horse to move forward second off the claim. So I thought the 3 was somebody who could definitely be there. And then behind that one, I thought the 2 far beyond. This is another one where Brown and Dalrymple, they won that horse that race a couple back, and these 2 have just been on fire lately. I mean, they're hitting about 30%. So this horse is definitely one that I think figures underneath, just a little bit less than the others here, but is consistently there underneath. So I was 5-3-2, and then I had the 4th.
Yeah.
What did you have underneath?
Kurt has 417 and 125, which I find interesting.
It blows my mind.
I don't really get that, but okay. But but the 5, I was definitely in this race. I was 5. I had the 3 underneath, and then the 4. I was 5-3-4. I'm not inventing the wheel, but I just thought, with the 2 4th, in terms of like.
So you and I swapped the 2 and the 4 and had everything else the same. So.
Yeah.
So Dan, I had the 4 in the last. I singled the 5 in here, and then I've got the 6 and the 7 in the next, and the 4 and the 9 in the last.
Yeah.
Little skinny pick 4, but. Grandma, thanks for stopping in. As always.
Thank you, Grandma. You are the best.
It wouldn't be a night here for any of us at Trust the Prophets without you checking in to say hello.
Absolutely not, Grandma. And hit something good at Mountaineer, my friend. Hit something good. You deserve it.
Have a great night.
And by the way, I've actually won some races up here before. Right? In a small tracks like this, sometimes I know this is a weird angle, but you like to see like people that are actually with the horses. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just one guy just kind of standing near the horse, you know what I'm saying? That the 5 had like 2 or 3 people at its stall. When I saw it, there was like 2 or 3 people, which means they're generally probably excited about the horse, you know?
Yes. Well, I always say, who's dressed for the photo?
Yep, exactly. Yep.
And you know, it sounds silly, but it's a real thing. It's like,
Oh no, really,
who
it's one
brought
of
their
my
group to take
yep.
a winner's, you know, a winner circle photo?
Right. Five looks very good on his toes.
Yeah, and he was just really calm, and then all of a sudden just kind of perked up and got up on his toes for a minute.
Once he came out of the stall, he was like, "Okay, I'm ready now." Yola, 13-1. Good versus cheaper. I think this is a little too tough for them on this group.
Yeah, I like this horse. I like Yola a lot, but
Me too. Yeah.
this is a little bit over Yola's head.
Yeah. Bobby likes the 5 or the 2-4 and win bet on Yola.
You know, and they claimed the horse last time out for 5,500 and kind of stepped up here to the 7,500 level. So probably a little more than where the horse should be. Although the horse was in 7,500s before that last one and claimed out of that level 4 back.
Interesting. Kurt's pick 3 is the 1-4-7. Stretches 10 to win in the 1 and a $3 exacta box 1-2-5. Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just all over the place.
Neil's got a 6 with 2-4 try box. Good luck, Neil.
You hit that one, that'll be bringing home some money.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Almost 400 people on the stream tonight. So appreciate y'all. Dan is 4-6 with 1-2-5 with 4-5-6 with 4-7. Okay. Tim, do you ever go down to Franklin, or is that too far for you?
To Kentucky Downs?
Yeah.
I have not actually been down there yet, and I'm going to try to get down there this meet.
Yeah. Yeah. How far is that? About maybe 2-3 hours?
No, it's not even that. So, you know,
Okay.
hour 45 minutes, just right under 2 hours, I think.
Okay, that's doable. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit. It's pretty similar to Ellis, and Turfway is just a little bit less, and quite a bit less up to Keeneland.
By the
15
way,
minutes to Churchill, though.
yeah, I know. There is one man who is definitely sad that Ellis is leaving, and that's Brendan Walsh. Holy cow. Was he just he and Lawan were just crushing it down there.
Rushing. Yep. Done at Ellis.
Yeah. Dennis, I'll be honest, I didn't
We're doing Kentucky Downs. Then we're back here in September for a quick September meet in Churchill.
Yeah.
Then October to Keeneland, and then back to Churchill for the winter meet.
Yeah.
The fall meet, which goes until I believe it's November, and then they move up to Turfway. And
Dennis says,
we love our Turfway in the lounge.
Yeah. And Dennis says, unless you get a $150 ticket, you can't go to the paddock, see a horse crossing the finish line. Or Dartway. Marco Lou has a 2 with the 1-7 exacta here at Assiniboia. See how the horses look here. By the way, I wished a happy birthday today to one of my favorite people and analysts, Maggie Wolfendale, otherwise known as Maggie Morley. See how these horses look on the track. A lot of people like the one here. They like the one a lot. Lucky Luke.
You know, I was looking at the one in the paddock. I was looking at the form because the one looked really good in the paddock.
Yeah.
But I just kept looking, and I'm like, I can't get behind the one here.
Great screenplay. Yeah, he looks alive. Head up, ears.
Yeah, Dennis, I've got a couple of friends that go, and they basically, take their cooler and, it's all the stuff and park right there and sit on the grass. And
My Noah looks sharp.
yeah, I think the 5 looks really good.
There's Yola. And Ripley. There's our field with 4 minutes to go here in race 5. Let us know who you like here. No one looked too bad on the track there. Pick 4 live money. Yep, there's 4,000. Yep, the 5 is the live money one left of the pick 4. Christy Heartless, how are you, my friend? Any tips on Kentucky Downs track? That's a tough one. Only because there's going to be some horses that love it and some horses that don't. So it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, Sean, and that's about the only tip that I've got is see if the horse has any experience at Kentucky Downs and likes the track. If you've got a horse that hasn't done well at Kentucky Downs, I wouldn't play him because you either like it or you don't. And if you've got a horse that has done well, then play him. Yeah. Colin said he likes horses cutting back in distance because the thing about the cutback is it's actually similar because the stretch is uphill a little bit. Okay, so it's not, if you're not familiar with Kentucky Downs, it's not an oval.
No.
Okay, so it's not an oval track, and the stretch is actually a little bit uphill. So it does have an impact. So you definitely want horses that are used to their best races are probably a little bit shorter in distance if that's what they're going. But if a horse is typically running at a mile and they're running at a mile, that's probably not a great thing because it plays a little long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's what Colin's saying right there. So 6 furlongs plays like 7, 7 like 8. That's very true.
Yeah.
100%.
And riders and if this helps you at all, that I know that have been good down there. Tyler's very good down there. Joel Rosario's been very good down there. And you get upsets too. Like Declan Cannon sometimes can spring some real upsets down there. So.
Sean, what are we doing here? We got a minute here, so
yeah, I'm trying to see here. Is that Julian's done well. What do you think here? I'm trying to see here. I like a 5, like with the 3 at 6 to 1. I like a 3, 4, 5 exacta box. That's not try to get the 3 in there. Does that seem like a good bet? Or
I like it.
Yeah, let's do $2 exacta box, 3, 4, 5.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do there. I'm just gonna remove this just for 1 second here. And get this up correctly.
You know, another jockey last year that I was looking at on horses is Torres, Christian Torres.
Yeah, he's very good.
He had a good meet there last year.
Yeah.
So Dennis is going with a 1-4-5 exacta and trifecta box here. But yeah, Tyler just whooped everybody last year as far as total wins.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. Joel was second.
Thank you again to everybody for joining us tonight. Let's back up here for us. Let's go in here. Is Coleman calling them again? Yes, Larry will be in the it's what does he call it? The perch. he said there's no he said he'll be up in the perch calling the races. Yep, starting Thursday. He left Monmouth today to he's gonna head down to Franklin, Tennessee to call all the races. Yep. He was up visiting our girl Jessica Paquette today at Parks. The Suffolk Downs duo reunited. The Brad H says the 5 looks vulnerable with a negative drop. Looks like there might be some positional pressure up front. I'll go with 7, closing off the pace at 11-1. Box with the 3 and 5. I like it. Good luck, Brad. Yeah.
Hey, if speaking of Comas, if you go to the Pollock report, they did an interview with him, and he was talking about back a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about Kentucky Downs. So it's a really good interview to where he talks about the track and the challenges of calling races there at Kentucky Downs and everything. But some pretty good insight on that if you want to go check that out.
Yeah. And very excited for if anybody's watching Saratoga this weekend. The Grade 2 Flower Bowl is this weekend. My girl from Woodbine, Millie girl, is making the trip down to run against the girls down there. So
we need this 5 to single on top though, because I've got it singled in my pick 4. So
yes, we do. Yep. Groundhog, how are you? You got 5, 2, 3, 2, 3 all, and 5, 2, 3 all. Okay.
And the 5 is starting to take the money like I thought the horse would. I just can't believe that, Stretch and Kurt didn't have the 5. I don't think Kurt had it at all. And Stretch had it.
Zach, yeah.
I just think the 5 is much the best. So right now in your exactas, so here's the interesting thing. You got a 9-5 on the 5. The lowest in the probables for the exactas is a 5-4, paying $20.80. So exactas are paying pretty well.
Yep. Let's bring up the sound here.
And the 5-3, which is what I like, is paying 30, is actually just clicked up $40.20.
Good luck to everybody. Marco's got a 2 with a 1-7 and a 2-5 with 1-2-5-7 with 1-7 try. Todd's got a 2 with a 3-5 key box. Greg Johnson, good luck. 5 with a 3-4 Times 5 and 5 and 1, 2, 6, 7, 3, 4. Dennis thinks there should be multiple announcers each day at the Kentucky Downs. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think you could get them all to pry them away from the places for it. Yola.
And replete goes in. Good luck, everyone. Here we go.
Good luck.
Yola going for the lead.
Yola
Rashad
going to
Rice.
lead.
You got
He's taking
sound
the
there,
5.
Sean?
He's taking the 5 behind tonight.
Second replete.
Interesting.
The Stalker 3 wide. My Noah, the favorite, 4 lengths off of it in 4th, followed by Moon Connection, Screenplay, and Far Beyond, the early trailer. 23-3, the opening quarter.
They're smoking.
They're flying up
In a
front.
fierce battle, replete, moving 3 wide, 4 wide. My Noah starting up.
It's going to come 5-4.
Round 4 wide. But
Come on, Noah.
took over the lead.
Come on, put these guys away.
47.5 mile. My Noah to the outside. Now goes on by.
Come on, 4.
Bolsono's in front, trying to battle back. Yola on the inside. A late rally on the outside from Moon Connection and Far Beyond. My Noah, but here comes Moon.
Oh, come on.
Right on by.
Jesus.
Moon Connection
4 or
takes
5.
it. My Noah second.
Bingo.
Close for
Huh?
third and fourth.
Love it.
Between Far
Look at that,
Beyond
Tim.
and
Huh?
Yola.
Got it.
We got it.
We
Where's
didn't get the 5 on top, but we cashed our
Yep.
4-5, and that's
Yep.
paying $25.30 for $2.
Okay, not bad. See, there you go. Yeah,
We'll take it.
we'll take it. And Ali gave us the perfect ride. He just got beat. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
He gave him the perfect ride. Just got beat. You know,
The Stewards opposed to number 4, Moon Connection.
every time he says the
Race
stewards.
winner, second goes number 5, My Noah. A photograph has been called to determine the show position. They went the opening quarter
He needed that
23-3. The half 47 seconds. 5 furlongs, 59-4. Tied for the 6 furlongs, 113-1.
Yeah, the track is deep, Eugene, and no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, that track is really But 23, they were flying up front. But I think Ali did the right move there. Tried to take it, you know. Made the right move, you know. He just got beat. I have no problem with it.
I definitely saw that the 4 was flying as the 5 was making the move. That's why I said it's going to come 5-4. I just
No. I didn't think the 4 was gonna have enough ground, you know, but the Ali just couldn't keep him going. But a win is a win. Going back up. Was there bumping between the 5 and the 6? I didn't see it.
I mean, they were close as they turned, but I didn't think there was anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I didn't see anything huge there. The Moon Connection. Cousin of the Rainbow Connection.
it's official. 4, 5, 2, and 6.
4, 5, 2, and 6. Yeah, there could have been, Dennis. I maybe the replay will show it, you know.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, our official winner.
Pretty good race by Yola to finish fourth.
Yeah, very good versus this group. Very good.
He fought pretty hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stretch.
Out of the mare Shine Time by Malibu Moon. Owned by Drop-In Racing, James Kaplan and Parker.
Yeah, Kyle, you and Tim are on the same boat. Got the exact racing, the 5 and the pick 5, you know. Hey, not bad though, 25-30. Okay.
Race 5 is official in the upcoming 6th race. Classic high 5 wagering. Scratch number.
So that will put our bankroll at 83.30.
Classic high 5.
Turning it around. Here we go.
Yep. There we go. Yep. Yep.
Well, you better hurry and get your 50-50 tickets.
Get your 50-50 tickets, folks.
At $2,230 and still growing.
Unfortunately, you have to be local.
Yes, exactly. Yep. But anyone up there who's watching, get in and make sure you get your 50-50 tickets. $2,230. Yeah, Cagliostro after going to his knees right out of the gate. Is that right? Yeah, he still ran well to get 4th for sure. This was not Sherry's best weekend, but as she said, which is most important, all her animals came back healthy, and that's all that counts. They will live to see another day, as they like to say in the business.
That's like the most important of all.
Yep, absolutely.
I was trying to remember the name of the horse. Who was the one horse I liked so much, Sean, that I hit the big trifecta on?
Yeah, that's right. Lord Flintshire?
Yes.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I was big on that horse going into the race,
yeah.
and
you and I said both single, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And 3-1. I don't know how we got 3-1 in that horse.
I don't either.
He should have been 4-5. Should have been 4-5 versus that group, but we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Wow, you can buy the 50-50 off the website. Oh, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that, Marv. Did not know that. I guess, Tim, if you buy them off the website, you're eligible. Oh, who knew? Oh, I thought we had it here in the Ford. Just catch it.
Well, I actually looked at the website, and it says you have to be in the territory.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. That's important. Yeah. So we're 13 minutes to race 6 here at Assiniboia Downs. We're making our way back. Here's the head on. Let's see, Dennis. See if your horse gets bumped at all there. And we are in the 6th race, claiming 5,500 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And this race in stable duel, I skipped because I did not like anybody in this race like to single or. But this is a race where I think you get some value, which I think is always a nice thing, By the way, to all those people watching, Anna Kozana came in 3rd last week. She is slowly rounding back into Anna Kozana form. So,
and then another big race I hit, Sean, Milliken.
Oh, Milliken, that was the Brissett. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not talking about world record.
Getting Brissett is grade 1.
Yeah. I'm not talking about world record though. Oh my God, that was he absolutely torched them.
Yeah, and if you remember the night before, I was talking about how they thought the Brissett horses might do well, but I was like, his best is the one that I didn't like at all, and that was world record.
Yeah. So the 6 bumped them, and that may cost us the win there if that 6 was bumping them. Yeah. So Neil's got a 624 try box. Todd's got a 60-cent try ice cold 684. But our bankroll is back up. We're going back up. Exactly. Tim, what was your top 3 here, my friend?
Oh, let me see here. So early on in the card, I was trying to beat favorites, and in the last couple races here, not so much. So I had the 6 on top here. I thought this horse, when you look at it in the races, and I just thought that the speed figures are kind of quite a bit ahead of everybody else here, and the horse has 5 wins out of 12 races at the distance, so knows how to finish first. 3 wins in a row. It's just everything kind of points to the fact that this horse is going to be alive. So popular in the claim box, but now in the Gardapi barn here, claimed in like 3 out of the last 4 races, but just keeps winning. Just keeps winning, and has run against many of these and is beating them. So I just think the 6 was a standout on top. For second place though, I think we can get a little bit of a price. I like the 7 in here. I like Lady Cop. I think Lady Cop getting Chavi and Chow up for Shelley Brown. I mean, they're not having the meet this year that they've had in the past, but this is a horse, and this is one that they just claimed. Typically, first off the claim, they do okay. I'm not looking for a win. So money wise underneath, I think that this is one that could potentially get up for a piece here. And if we don't get the price horse, then the horse that makes another horse that makes a lot of sense for me. And here is the 2 McLean's Bella. This is a horse I've just always liked. Has a couple of good wins so far this year. The last 2 hasn't done as well, but those were at 5.5. And now the horse gets back to the level that she was winning at early in the year, and gets back to 6 furlongs, gets Rashad Knights back again. And that combo, they won 2 early in the year before they stepped up in class a little bit. So back at this level, I think they're dangerous.
Yeah. And they're picking 165 and 615.
Interesting.
In this race. Some interesting picks here tonight by them.
Yeah, I don't like the 1 at all.
I still no. I don't know how both of them left the 5 out of the last race. They just, what I'm saying?
Right.
But hey, sometimes that's what's great about handicapping. Everyone has their own opinions, and that's what's wonderful about it.
Well, I mean, you look at this race right now, Sean. You've got the 6 at 9-5, and you go beyond that, and you've got the 2, 4, and 5 are all sitting close to 5-1.
Yeah.
And then you've got 7, 8, and 9-1.
Yeah.
So pretty close after the 6, but the 6 is a pretty heavy favorite, and that's the way I saw it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I like your 2 as well. That's an interesting horse there. A lot of speed in this race.
She just tries really hard. And here's the other thing, though, is that go ahead. You were just saying a lot of speed. That's exactly what I was going to say.
That has a lot of speed. So it'll be interesting if anyone takes back,
Right. Which is kind of why when I was handicapping Sean, why I went with the 2 that I went with underneath is because I thought of the speed horses, those were the 2 that had the best speed figures at the 6 furlong races on the lead. And those are 2 that I thought could maybe at least one of them hang on for a piece underneath this 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely don't like the one, and especially on the rail, I don't like the one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, especially at this distance.
I don't like you know, we've said it multiple times at 5 to 6 furlongs at Assiniboia, the one hole is not where you want to be.
Yeah, no, it's not. No.
And then also with the one, I mean, you look at it, it's been like a carousel of riders getting up on this horse, and nobody stays. I mean, Rashad was on last time, and now is basically going to be over on the 2, and then but I mean, you've had Badri up, Ali up, Patterson up. It's like
Yeah.
everybody's ridden this horse this year.
Yes. Yeah.
And nobody comes back.
No, right. Bobby D's got an exacta box 672. Dennis thinks the 1 and 6 style the same has been beneficial to be where they're going to be.
Wouldn't be the first time, Dennis.
Yeah. Todd has a 6-3 double, cashes a few for me. Coming out on the track. We're doing pretty, I'm not going to say it, but we're always a good crowd out there.
I've always noticed that it looks like that they have decent crowds all the time, and I think it's just the fan experience they have. So to me, that's another great thing. We already talked about the takeouts and how they do so well with that. But you just hear the promotions, the VIP fan of the night. I mean, the way that the players portal and all the things that they offer up to the players. You cannot beat the fan experience at Assiniboia Downs.
Yeah, exactly. Dennis actually giving you a rare compliment here. Can we frame this? Exactly. But the no, that is a great point. Yeah.
Appreciate that, Dennis.
Yeah.
I that's just how I've always been, and I learned it from a couple of old guys as well. It's like you're going to be wrong more than you're right in this game.
Yeah.
We all are, and it's just like I'm just not going to be one of those spread caveman ticket guys, and you're never going to hear me say bet a horse just because I don't want this horse to beat me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to play my opinions and cash when I cash. And over the last couple of weeks, that's been quite a lot. So
yeah, that has been quite a lot. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we started in the lounge on Friday. I mean, I had that big race. We hit that $303 try, and I hit that multiple times plus the exacta, and then it's just like. And then right into Friday and Saturday, Friday with Woodbine and Saturday at Saratoga. And it was just like, it was a good week.
It was a great week. Yeah. Programming note, by the way, for people who are for the cocktail lounge, because Woodbine is running on Labor Day, they are not running on Thursday, which is a bummer. So we will have another track that we'll be doing to be determined. But they will be back next week on Thursday for sure. But
so you say this Thursday they're not running, Sean?
Right? Yeah, right. Because they're running on Labor
Monday.
Day. Yeah. So can we do? Oh yeah, can we do Kentucky Downs Thursday? Well, I don't know if they'll still be running.
Yeah, that's the problem is, for most of us, I mean, we have our daytime jobs, and we barely get in for the 6 o'clock that we typically start at on Thursday. We're always like rushing in the door to be able to get online. So
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So,
but yes, we will find something to play for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll play Del Mar again.
Yeah, it could be Del Mar. Yep. Yeah, no, Dennis, and that was a great idea. I just don't think they'll be mostly done with their card,
right?
By then to do a thing on it.
If we're online and they got a race or two, though, we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, Remington. Yep. 1 minute to go. So how are we playing this, Tim?
What did you like underneath the 6, Sean?
6, 2, 1, and 5. Well, and the 8's getting a lot of play too. Interesting. They both like that 1. I would like him if he wasn't in the 1 pole, in the 1 hole, you know? Take this off for 1 second here.
Sure.
So I can get the sound up there and everything. Here. Make sure that's good for everybody.
Sean, I think I got something here. If you're okay with it.
Yeah. What do we think, my friend?
So I'm thinking of playing a couple of trifectas. So wheeling a couple of different ways, and that is, we're going to take the 6 on top.
Yeah.
And then we're going to play the 2 for second with the 157, and then we're going to wheel that around and play the 157 with the 2. What do you think of that?
I like that.
So that's only $6 each way, you know, for a $2.
I like that. Yep.
$12 total wager, and we got our primary that we both like is the 6 and the 2. So we're going to have the 6 on top, and the 2 has to finish second or third with one of those 3.
Love it. Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm in. Yeah.
So there it is. That's what we're going to play. We're playing a 6 with the 2 with the 157, and then we're going to switch the underneaths and play a 6 with the 157 with the 2.
Yeah.
So basically, we're keying 6 on top and then the 2 for second and third.
Yeah, I like it.
I think those are the horses. I really do.
Yeah, me too. I think it's a very good, strong play.
2 minutes. Still got plenty of time.
Yeah, let us know who you like here, guys.
You know, and this is one of those bets, Sean, I'll just say a lot of people here would, you know, when you look and you're liking like 4 horses like we are with the 1, 2, 5, 7, a lot of people would just like box them. And I just, you know, not only do I like the 6 on top, I like the 2 enough to say that 2 is going to be in the money as well. So why box all of them, which means that you're betting a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 7 and a 5 and a 7, and which means in all of those wagers you're counting the 2 out, and I think the 2 is going to be a part. So
yeah, I do too. Yeah,
instead of boxing 4 horses underneath for $24, you know, we're playing it a whole lot shorter, and it's only costing us half as much, $12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. And we got, here they come, start coming to the track now. Here we go. James White, he's got a daily double 6-7 with 3-4-7. Marco thinks it'll come in 6-1-5-8 superfecta. Getting to the post here.
It's post time.
It's post time.
Diamond Grand, the first into the starting gate.
Good luck to everybody.
McLean's Bella moves in. Next up, Miss Z.
Eugenia loves Big Stretch in the next race. I think he's got a big chance.
Load Abroad, the 6-5 favorite. Now goes right in. Just 2 left to load.
All right, let's cash a big one.
Yep.
Lady
As big as you can
Cobb.
get with a 6-5 on top.
Yep.
And now just waiting on Casino Queen. They're all in. They're at the post. And they're off. From the far outside, Lady Cobb. She's going to show her early speed, but matched on the far outside by Casino Queen. Settled right in behind McLean's Bella and Spunline. They're running as a pair. Another length back to Load Abroad in a good position on the outside in 5th. Another length and a half to Miss
23.
Z.
They're running faster tonight now, you know?
Yes.
The opening quarter, 23-4. And battling it out, Lady Cop and Casino Queen. They're going to get company as a big move by Load Abroad and Spunline. Those two now go on by, and they're the next battlers.
Let's go, Rashad. Get that 2 going.
Come on, 2 on the outside. Let's go. Get this 2 motor in now.
They hit the head of the lane. Load Abroad has the advantage. But on the inside, Spunline and Miss Z to the far outside. Is she gonna swoop them late? Load Abroad. Miss Z to the wire.
Oh, close one.
Between Load Abroad
I think
and
6 still held on, but
third is gonna go to Spunline. 4th to Diamond Grand, and close for 5th.
Whoa.
did not like the 4.
No.
It's that Baudry. He sucks.
Let's see this one close. Miss Z, 3 to 5 to 1 morning line. Let's see. Photograph. 6.
It's 6.
Whoa. That's close.
It's close, but I still think it's 6. But
Yeah.
you know I'm messing with you, Todd.
Let's see. That was close.
It was close.
4.
4-6. How about that? 11-1.
11 to 1.
Number 6, Load Abroad.
Yeah, the 2 just never got her legs going at all.
To number 1, Diamond Grand,
No.
and 5th to number 7, Lady
Disappointing.
Cobb.
Dennis, as soon as you called the 6, I knew the 4 won. Yeah, 4 was definitely a huge overlay there, you know?
Definitely.
What's this exacta bet? It's going to pay nice exacta. Yeah, the 4-1, yeah.
Now entering the winner's enclosure, the unofficial winner here in race 6. That's number 4, Miss Z. Miss Z is a dark bear brown mare, 5 years old, by Mr. Z. Under the mare, Misty Michelle, by K1 King. Owned and trained by Doug Mustard, and ridden to victory by Praven Badry.
Praven Badry.
Trained by Colonel Mustard.
Yeah.
Congratulations goes out to jockey Praven Badry. who scores the hat trick.
Hat trick for Badger.
Riding triple. He sucks.
Yep, he sucks. No bueno.
Messed up my stable duel too. I had the 6 going into that.
Oh.
Needed that one to help me out.
But we move on undaunted to the last race. Hope nobody's alive to the pick 5. I agree, he sucks. He beat me out. Can't blame you there. But now it's stakes time.
All right, let me adjust the bankroll. We lost $12 there.
Oh, Frank, nice job at the 2, 4, 6, 7 exacted box. Nice job. Nice job, my friends. We are on to race 7.
All right, Sean, you're going to have to pick me up.
All right, here we go. How much do we have left?
71.
71.
71.30. So this is kind of where we were sitting Thursday night, Sean. We had plenty of bankroll and everything, and hit a $300 trifecta. So let's do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. We finished strong. With the horses that are left in this race, I think it's between the. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's between the 4, the 7, and the 9. You know, but
I just laugh because it is like all night long when we talk. I mean, but my 3 picks are 4, 9, 7.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we should just do a box like we did last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hammer it.
But I really do like the 4 here. And the thing is, here you got Baudry and Naud again. You know, it's like And when the man's on fire, it's like riding.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
The 9 is one though. I had the 9 second here, but you know, if you look, this horse just seems to be the speed figures are going north. Last 3 races, 56, 58, 70. So that last one was at a mile, and this horse has been closing up. And last time out at a mile, just beating a nose. And now we're going a mile and a 16th, which isn't a normal distance here at Assiniboia that we see a lot. Yeah. But as long as anybody's going to go here, and when you look, you do have a couple of horses that have gone this distance. The 4 has gone twice, doesn't have a win, but has a second and third. The 7, who we like, has gone this distance 4 times with a win and 2 seconds. The 9 hasn't gone this distance, but is just seems to be begging for it and is getting better. And I just think that the 9 was a big play. So I had 4 9.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to check the exactas and all that stuff and see.
Yeah, absolutely. We got plenty of time. So
plenty of time. Don't even have the time up for it. Yep, exactly. All I have left, and I hear you. They seem to, knock on wood, though, not bad tonight versus their, hopefully they'll be done around their 11:30 time.
Yes, because I need to go to bed.
Yeah, same here. Exactly. If you want, I can take the last one, but if you want.
No, I'm all right for one more.
Okay. It's good. Yeah, okay. You guys like the 1 or 8 in the last? Let me check. I like the 1. I do like the 1 at 30 to 1. I'm saying just for I think he should not be 30 to 1. And I'm not saying that 1 can win, but I did kind of like some of his races. It didn't run bad in the escape clause. I mean, it was even finish. I mean, he didn't get beat that bad. So he was around there, the 8, let me see the 8. Texas Rain, Chavian Chow. I mean, I just think this horse is just searching for the right group, and I don't think this is the right group. but I could be wrong. I've seen weirder things, you know.
Yeah, the eight's the one that I would say less than the one for sure. I had the
Yeah.
eight dead last in my picks, and this is just I think this is a real stretch for this horse. You see optional claimer 2 back, in which the horse was claimed, and then goes to a stakes race at 7.5 furlongs and was just soundly beaten in that race. So most of the horses here are coming out of the escape clause, with the 9 horse being the one that finished closest in that, just beating a nose. But even though the 4 was a little bit behind the 9 horse, I just like the 4 to continue to move forward. Looks like the 4 is taking bigger steps forward, and that's why I thought the 4 might turn the tables. And really, I had those 2 on top above, but the 7, even though was beaten pretty soundly in there, I just had the 7 best of everybody else.
Yeah.
The one thing I did note on the 8 horse was, I mean, the horse has a work on 20th, which that was a decent work, but the one thing I noted was the horse had worked just before the last race as well. These are the kind of works that the horse typically puts up, so nothing spectacular there. The connections, everything was kind of a negative as far as every one of my numbers, and the way that I rated this horse was just like down there in each and every one of them, and finished quite a ways back in my overall numbers.
A lot of the favorites getting claimed tonight, by the way. Loaded Broad got claimed. A lot of these horses are getting claimed. Well, they're dropping, and that's why, some connections are taking advantage of it,
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, 10 minutes to go, and Tim is the official sleepy pick.
So right now, 4.7 is 1560, 4.9, 1870, Sean.
Okay, got it.
Those are the lowest for 2.
Yeah, Todd, she hasn't. Yeah, the favorites have been getting beat here in the last couple of races on some bad beats. The Classic I-5 pull growing to 1500. Kurt likes the 7-4. Stretch likes the 7-4. So we're one like 7-4-3, one like 7-4-9. Okay. Carolina Moon 497.
The thing I like the most about that is the 7 is a favorite at 2-1, Sean, and I've got the 7 third. I like 4 and 9 both over the 7.
Yeah.
Kind of like Carolina Moon there. That's exactly what I have. 4-9-7.
Yeah. 3's an interesting one. Yeah. Thank you again to everybody joining us tonight. Over 431 in the chat. Thank you for joining us as always, my friends. Marco doing 1-7 with 178 exacta and win on the 8. Okay, yeah. Good luck, my friend. Finish strong. Todd says, look at the 3.
The thing about the 3, Todd, though, is that, my single of the night was a 5 horse, and Ronald Ollie was on that. And I mean, he's just not having the year he had last year. And he was on the 5 last race, which ended up, I think, going off as the favorite right towards the end. And at least the odds dropped quite a bit, and didn't do much with that one either. And I'm just not really high on him this year.
Yeah.
Kyle, I would say of the 4 horses, 3, 4, 7, 9, what I recommend you do is at the very least pick one that you think is definitely going to be a part of the money and do a try key box instead of a try box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you do a key box, you're going to pay a $1 try key box would be 18. But if you do a box and you're just going to box them all, what was it? 1, 3, 4, 7. So
Yeah.
that's $24.
Yeah.
So just pick one. It'll cut it in half. And the reason that I say that is just because with those being the favorites, it might not pay a whole lot. You're still profitable, but by cutting in half, that way,
Yeah.
make a little more profit if you get those horses home.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree, Todd. He's definitely due. He's been due.
Yeah.
He was due on my 5 that I had single 2 races back.
Bobby's bets are best randomly. Yep. If the 7 stays 2-1, it might be a big win on the 7 for me. Okay. Yep. Well, no doubt. I can say this about the 7 without a doubt. His longer races are the best on paper. There's no question about, is he the same horse as he was last year? That's the question. But in his defense, he is the best long distance horse on form in this race. I would say that's a very fair statement, But he's got, and the horses are up. That's good. Coming out. Love it. Kurt's got 4, 7, 4, 7, 3, 6. If I know, try 4, 7, 3, 6, 4, 7. And Stretch has got $15 exacta 7 with 4, 9. The 9 should be about 15-1, Dennis is saying. I don't quite agree with that. But if you think so, hey, that's, remember, that's what's great about betting. Exactly. Yep. That's what's the beauty about everyone's individual, I've seen people chuck horses that they hated and they don't run, and other people, value schmalue. They're coming up on the track.
Looking at the 7 last year when the 7 first came to Assiniboia, fired first off the bench and won 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
And then has been racing at Century Mile and had a different trainer, but gets back to Assiniboia and goes back to Duncan.
Yeah.
Which is that's who trained Burrow Down last year.
Yeah.
But that race last time out in the escape clause, I have trouble off of that race because it wasn't that long of a layoff, 3 weeks, so it wasn't too long, and yet it just didn't show a lot.
I know, yeah. See how the horses look on the track here.
If the horse runs back to the races of last year, I agree that she's a contender, but I'm going to play against that.
Yep.
Personally,
what's the 4-9 paying right now?
So that's exactly what I was about to look at because that's what I really like. I mean, I like the 4 and the 9. So 4-9's paying $18.40.
Okay.
9-4 is paying 21.20. The lowest is 7-4. 7-4 is 16.
Yeah.
7-9 is like stratosphere compared to all the others, which is weird.
Yeah.
But 7-9 is 28.90.
Wow. Todd is saying JJ hasn't got a chance. He's going back into timeout. Tyler's 953. Go.
But how's that when, I mean, JJ basically beat Big Stretch last out, was just beating a nose and now stretches out when JJ was closing best of all.
Yeah.
And if it was the 9 hole, I would agree. But with the 3 scratches now and the way the horse moves in, I mean,
I agree.
so what do you think, Sean? What are we playing? Got a little time still, but
And what are we down? We're down $29.
something like that. Yes, 28.70.
Okay. Let's see. I like your 4-9.
Oh.
I like your 4-9. That's interesting. 7-9's ridiculous. For exactly.
Yes, that's the one that that one just doesn't compute compared to the others.
No. We could do like a. And what is 4-7 pay? 18.
17.60 now, just dropped down a little. 7-4 is the lowest at 16.
You want to do like a who's the one you like the best? The 4?
I do.
Yeah. You want to do like a $10 exact key 4 with 7-9?
Love it. Exactly what I would play.
Yeah. I like that. Kyle Graves decided to try key box 4 with a 3-7-9. There you go.
There we go. That's what we're playing.
Yep.
$10 exact key box 4 with the 7-9.
Yep. And the 4 just dropped 2-1. Make sure I get the volume here.
I totally agree with that, Marco.
Yep.
We'll take that money. 61-1.
Bring this back up here. Thank you to everybody. Dennis, I'm just going to box exact and trifecta 3-4-7. Okay. Like that. Oops. There we go. Now we're back on the track. For the big $50,000. Good luck to everybody playing. Finish. Carolina Moon's got to try key 4 with 3-7-9 with 3-7-9. Papa's picks right in there fourth. Begsy's in there first. MM Doble's in second. Sawali is in third. Riders Up right there in sixth, but you're out of horses. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. I'm out of horses and I'm out of money.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So we'll finish towards the top, but we will not cash.
Yeah, is that yep.
Papa still got 2 in here. He's got 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's got 3 and 4. Yep. I got 5.
Begsy's got the same one, so he can't catch him.
No. I got 5, but I need the horse that wins to win by about 20 lengths, and then I'll be right there with everybody.
That's hilarious. You have 5 horses in there.
Well, I tried, and it almost worked.
It's funny. No, exactly.
Yeah, we got our 2 in the first race. I was feeling good, but then my other 2 favorites blew up. The 4 and the killed me. Todd can't wait to go to bed. Mark, there we go. They're off. Oh, sorry, my friend. Let me get the sound here.
Outside JJ's American Diva.
Ooh, the 9 going for the lead. Interesting. Okay.
The early lead as they are going to pass the grandstand for the first time. Burrow down on the outside in second. On the rail, even Pandora in third. Reasonably Lovely back in fourth, with Texas Rain to the outside in fifth. And Big Stretch about 10 lengths back, waiting for the
25. That's actually quick, I think, for a mile and quarter. Maybe, I don't know.
And JJ's American Diva fully in control, up by 3. Even Pandora and Burrow down, starting to move up from second and third. Back in fourth, Texas Rain. And then Reasonably Lovely and Big Stretch is still the
49.
trailer.
Here comes Big Stretch starting to make that move.
JJ's American Diva. Burrow down to the outside. Now collars her and goes on by. Big Stretch making a big move.
Stretch making a big move.
Field, even Pandora back to fourth. Texas Rain and Reasonably Lovely. They hit the head of the lane. 3/4, 14 and 3.
Come on, Stretch.
And Burrow down. She's now up by 4 lengths. JJ's American.
Come on, Stretch.
A little more to offer. Big Stretch is stalled, but it's going to be Burrow down. Winning by 4. JJ's American Diva in second. Big Stretch in third. Fourth to Reasonably Lovely, and fifth to even Pandora.
Oh, they suck. Ugh. I thought we were gonna set. Was it 7-9?
794. I mean,
Yeah.
we had our 3 horses just.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We were so close tonight in terms of Yeah, we all 3.
Yes.
Did the 8 come in 6?
The Stewards opposed to number 7, Burrow down.
79431.
All right. Hey, I got all 5 of my horses.
Third to number 4, Big Stretch. Fourth to number 3, Reasonably Lovely.
Not gonna help me, but hey, at least it's gonna. I'm not gonna finish last.
25 and 3. The half 49 and 2. 6 furlongs, 114.
There's Dan win on the 7, and then he had a 7 with 4-9 with 4-9. So
Good job, bud. Good job, Dan.
148.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how we saw it. I like the 4 on top over but it was those 2 horses. I thought it was those 3. It's
7 won by 5. That's true, Frank. Yeah, maybe I'll get 155. I think I'm still going to come up short. I think it's still. I didn't have a good enough night the rest of my thing, but that will help. I won't come in last. That's for sure. But I hit the high five.
You'll pass me.
Yeah. And Papa picks at what 4 and 3, and yeah. Good night, Dennis. Let us know how you do in the morning. 794. What's this exact that pays 7.9?
The official winner of the Coral Prospect.
So 7.9 is 24.80.
Wow.
Burrow down is
We should have just did the trifecta box with those three, Sean.
I know. Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, hindsight, we're all geniuses after the race.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, that even our bet, that's the three we had. We just wrong
Yeah.
bet.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah.
148. Assiniboia Downs is pleased.
See you Thursday, Todd. Yep. Thank you, sir.
For sure.
Make a
There we
presentation
go.
to the winning connections.
Well, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Bobby. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. 435 strong. Love to have you. I think that's our first actual non-winning day at the Assiniboia in like 4 weeks. So that's not too bad, you know.
Yes, you're gonna have down days like that, and after the great weekend we all had, so.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So Carolina Moon, we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. And we got Grandma's $20, so that was good too. So thank you so much, Grandma. So, but everybody have a great night, a great rest of the week, and on Thursday we will see you in the cocktail lounge. Kyle, thank you, my friend. I know you did fine tonight. You know exactly. We were close too. Exactly. We're
all right there.
You're doing great. Exactly. So thank you, Assiniboia. Thank you,
Have
Tim.
a great
Have a great night, everybody.
See you Thursday in the lounge.